Hello, 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 and welcome everyone. Good to see you. We got a lot of good people in here, as always. What do we got? We got HM Smitty, we got I Am Back, News Now Enemy, we got Peck, we got Salacious. Okay, see, Nate from New Zealand. Every time I see this one, I'm like, oh, someday I'm going to have to say it. Uh, Zerzi Zyquin, I hope. um, who else we got in here today? Rosalind, El Weedskador, welcome. Garth Nader, yeah, all the good normal people. We got the usual suspects. Good to see you all here today. And hey. Um, so there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, thank you. so for anyone who doesn't know what's been going on, we're going to start today with the Nasty Nathaniel situation. I covered it a little bit yesterday. What happened was I was doing my broadcast and I saw someone in the comments mention Nasty Nathaniel got arrested and the frog covered it. So we went and we took a look at the frog's video and we saw that he was walking on the Canadian border and he got snatched up by Border Patrol. And then last night, um, Blue Bacon did a follow up on it, and he showed it was actually very interesting. Apparently, excuse me, he's been making quite a number of videos in Canada and posting a lot of stuff where he was crossing the border. There was even one, hello, chocolate lab lover. Um, what did he think was going to happen? Well, exactly. The dude, one of the things that Blue Bacon showed that I wasn't aware of yesterday when I was talking about it was that he has been posting videos even explaining how he sneaks into Canada. And it was interesting because I guess there's a park that like half of it is on the Canadian side and half of it is on the American side. And he would just walk across the beach in that park from the American side to the Canadian side, and then that's how he would sneak across the border. And he's been doing that apparently on a regular basis. And yesterday he got caught. So we'll see what's going to happen about that. Um, all I picture is a Michael Jackson song about me. Oh, song, did you mean? Would you say Nasty Nathaniel? Oh, yep, song. Okay, I get it. Dirty Diana, Nasty Nathaniel. Yep, I got it. Just to let everybody know, I don't have a problem with Peck. I was just telling him to shut. What did Peck say? I missed that part. Anyway, um, he told on himself. Oh yeah, Nasty Nathaniel. I mean, the dude is so. Well, I mean, all of these dudes are out of it, right? But that's beyond. And what was the other? There was something else that Blue Bacon mentioned too, where he got in trouble for something before. Um, let's see. Hey, there, Kent. Greetings from the White Cliffs of Dover. Yes, welcome. Um, like I said yesterday when I did this, I kind of like this idea of going on in the morning because I get all the people on the other side of the pond over by there that normally, don't necessarily have a chance to come on late at night here, which is super early if over there. Whatever, it depends where you live, but um, so anyway, yeah, Nasty Nathaniel's locked up right now in Canada. We'll see what's going to happen with that. Definitely keep an eye on that story for what's coming up. Other than that, as far as new news in the auditing community, I haven't really been seeing too much crazy stuff going on. I was surprised to see that the other day, Auditing America and Whisk Boy did an audit, and what they ended up doing was they went into this place, and the cop was totally cool. And he's like, the first thing he says, he's like, "Oh, you when you First Amendment auditors?" And they're like, of course, sir. I don't know what that is. I never heard of a First Amendment audit." Blah, blah, blah. But he told him what's going on. They told him what they were, oh, we're just here to film. And then he's like, "Please don't go into this office over there, and you'll be fine." And they're like, "Okay." So what's the first thing they do? They go into the office he specifically told them not to go into. And they're like giggling at each other like schoolgirls on their way to the office. Like, he told us not to go in there. We're gonna go in there. He told us not to go in there. We're gonna go in there. But I'm not showing the video right now just because they go in there and then the lady's like, "Hey, how you guys doing? I got a tray of candy. You want some candy?" And they're like, "Okay." And they take some candy and that's it. Nothing happens. Nobody gets hollered at. Nobody gets arrested. Nothing happens. So, okay. They try to pull the Third Amendment junk on the cops and they're just like, "Go do your thing, buddy. You want to film, film. We don't care." So, whatever. Um, I see a channel is reporting frauditors' GoFundMe pages and they're being taken down. It's lunchtime for Englanders. Ah, well, enjoy your tea and crumpets or fish and chips, whatever you guys are eating out there these days. Um, Avocados and cherries. Okay. I'd eat that. Um, let's see. Oh, and you're in Ireland. Wow, nice. Thank you. I appreciate the worldwide support. Um, And shoot. Hey, come on now. We're not calling for violence against these idiots. Tase maybe, but shoot, I don't know. Sandwiches. All right. Give the thumbs up. That's right. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that like and subscribe. And hit that link if you didn't see. I got a link in the description for my book. The I should have brought out a copy before I started. I got a copy on the wall, but just so you all know that it's legit, I did write a book, The Frauditor's Handbook, How to Suck at Life by Hezokuai Jenkins. See, it's real. People thought it was a joke when I first announced it, but this is true. Um, and it's a comedy book, of course, but it's great. Um, anyway, um, I was looking also at some of the things that have been going on. Uh, See, so much of this stuff is it's hard when you're doing this the way I do it because I'm trying not to get too many clicks on their videos, to support them. But on the other hand, I don't want to. Oh, we got it. Someone from Scotland too. Hello, welcome to the stream. Um, Best-selling author right there. That's right. When it comes to anti-frauditor books, I am the number one bestseller. I even had because I'll give him a shout out anyway, just because he deserves it. There's a podcast called Tacos and Workouts, and it's this guy. He's on YouTube, and basically he's Mexican, and he does things in like L.A. area discussing the Hispanic community and what's going on out there. And he actually had me on as a guest once, and basically to talk about Silence Boy and what happened when he got that lady arrested for got her food stand shut down. Commentator auditor, hello, welcome. Um, so that's pretty cool. Shout out to Tacos and Workouts. If you want to check him out, he's doing some pretty good work over there. Again, it's not just about auditors and stuff. Like I said, what he does is he covers news and information with the Hispanic community in general. And Silence Boy was big news at the time. He was on Telemundo and everything. Tacos are healthy. I love tacos. I like them on corn tortilla, steak tacos on corn tortilla with just cilantro and onions. That's it. Those when they put like the tomatoes and the lettuce and all that on there, it's like a hamburger on a tortilla. Like, what's the point of that? Tacos are so dang good. That's right. Um, Tacos equal love. That just made me think of this is kind of a deep cut, but Beck Hansen, not Jeff Beck, had a song called Satan Gave Me a Taco, and it just made me think of that. Satan gave me a taco and it made me really sick. The chicken was all raw and the grease was mighty thick. Pieces of tortilla got stuck in my throat, and the sauce something burned a hole in my coat. My emergency preparedness kit just contains the ingredients to make tacos. That's great. Mexican food and Indian food are my favorite. They have a similar spice palette, and also lots of coriander and cilantro. Um, Let me tell you something, Pike. A couple years ago, I grew my own cilantro in my garden, and I highly recommend that if you can, because you can eat the whole plant. The leaves, the stems, the seeds, all of it are edible. It's fantastic. None of it goes to waste. What I did was I actually just harvested a ton of it, put it in like one of those big freezer bags, and shook it up and shook it up and shook it up. And then whenever I would make a taco or whatever, I would just scrape the stuff off the bottom of the bag and sprinkle it on top. It was absolutely delicious. Chicken fajitas today. Yum. Oh, baby. I'm probably going to have pork chops. I'm not kosher. um, let's see. See, now you got me thinking about chicken fajitas and tacos. Man, maybe I'll have a. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll make burritos tonight. That'd be good stuff. Or homemade tamales. Yum, yum, yum. Um, but anyway, other than that, I don't know. It looks like, yesterday, of course, because it's Sunday, um, I got to watch Well, I didn't get to watch, but I did watch the. Wait, where did I put my? Here we go. Um, I use cilantro to make pesto for pasta. Ooh, that's delicious. Plan on having your own herb garden when you move? Definitely do it. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, yeah. Having your own herb garden is absolutely unbelievable. Like the fresh stuff, you could just tell. I mean, even like when you sprinkle it in the pot, and you could just smell it cooking. It just smells better. It's fresh herbs are the best. Um, Yesterday we talked football, and today we talk food. Well, hey, I'm just going along with the chat and doing whatever. And in between, I'll be bringing up issues regarding the frauditing community, including what I'm about to get into now. Um, so we talked about Nasty Nathaniel and how he ended up getting busted by the Border Patrol yesterday, sneaking into Canada. And then yesterday morning, after I was done, uh, I ended up going and looking at SGV because his Sunday morning tradition is to go to churches, audit churches, and do his shanduli, which is what he calls that. Like, in case you don't know what shanduli is, that's what he calls the language that he speaks when he's like, "Oh, hello, my friend," and basically doing a racist fake Indian accent. Um, but what was interesting about what he did yesterday to me was that he goes to this tiny little like Mexican church on the corner, and there's like a big church across the street. And he goes like to this little Mexican church, and like when the people are going in and out, he's saying walking action, and then would film the person walking past him, right? And they're all just like looking at him like having a chuckle, like because he's talking like he's a director. He's like having fun with them, and people are coming out and talking to him in Spanish, and he's answering back, and they're, oh, these people are so nice, and blah blah blah, and nothing happens. Then he goes across the street to the big church where it's not just all Hispanic people in there, and all of a sudden he's speaking Shanduli, and then talking about like, oh, I can't believe how rude these people are compared to the people in the other church. But the first church, he's having fun with them, joking around about like he's a director and speaking to them in Spanish and nice. But then he goes across the street and he starts with his, oh, hello, yo, bullshit, oh, blah, 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 nonsense. And it's like, what the? And then he makes it sound like the people in the second church were the bad guys for, not reacting well to the Svengoolie. Well, no, I don't want to diss Svengoolie. um, but actually, I did not see this until just now. I was about to pull that video up, but then I just, when I went to search it, I saw a video from SGV that was just posted a few hours ago titled, Man Comes Out with Shotgun on Us. Uh, I want to watch that one. I haven't seen it yet. Of course, obviously, I don't know what happens. But let's see. I'll put that on the screen because that's interesting. And it's an interesting title. I hope it's just not stupid clickbait. I wouldn't put it past this idiot to do that. That's very much his style to make a complete garbage title. This is from Pito Libre's site, but he's always out there with SGV doing their stupidity together. They're a team of idiots. This is still loading. Oh, great. I love these lightning fast computers. Come on, play. There.
No, she just committed a crime. She ain't going nowhere. You can't leave the scene of a crime.
She isn't going anywhere.
Attempted robbery. She tried to take my phone.
Attempted.
Okay, I got it on film. Talk to the police when they get here. Get back inside, man.
Oh, so now we've gone past private businesses.
Why are you trying to grab my phone?
Private people.
I wanted to see if you're filming me. I have no reason permission to go and grab somebody's stuff? Tell me that. Explain what's the law that says you have the right to come and grab somebody's stuff.
There's no reason for me to grab a phone except
But you
I was
did.
really
There's no
freaked out that
except.
someone's filming me
There's
right
no
now.
except.
I'm just in my pajamas.
You're out in public, my son. What?
I'm doing something.
There's
I'm
a
not
camera on
trying
the
to do anything weird for you guys.
That's pretty weird, putting your hands on a stranger.
It is. I felt weird about it. I
So,
just
but
wanted
that
to see
gives
if
you the
you're
right to
filming
grab
me.
you?
What would you have done?
I would have minded my own business.
I would never have just like,
I would never put my hands on somebody unless I'm defending myself.
Oh, guys.
It is not cool to put your hands on me. No, it's not.
No, I didn't want. I wanted
No.
to see if you were
No,
recording.
that's not how you see. You don't see with your hands. You see
Well,
with
can
your
you show
eyes.
me what you were recording? If I
I'm
asked
recording you.
Why?
What do you just committed a crime on me?
You were recording me to see if I interact with you. I never gave you guys permission to be recording me in the first place.
Who are you though that I need your permission?
Oh, she called him out.
What do you mean? I'm
I
out
would
here.
ask all of you if I was going to
I'm
be
out here
recording
in
you out of
public
nowhere.
filming whatever I want.
Basically, they're
Send the police. There's a guy out here with a shotgun.
and they're not letting us be.
Where's the guy with the shotgun? Show me the
You're
shotgun.
free to go. Nobody's holding you.
You already got your stuff. Get lost.
What a man child. You can do what you want, man. Go ahead.
And you already got your stuff from this.
No,
No, I just sold a chair.
Right. But what,
Did I do something wrong?
yeah,
with
you
the
did.
chair?
You're trying to grab my phone.
I know, that was weird. I just wanted to see if you were recording me. I wasn't going to take your
But who
phone.
sees with their hands instead of their
What
eyes?
do you mean? I can't look on your chest.
So then you can't
What?
see, obviously.
So you feel entitled to grab stuff so you can see
So now
something?
this is
That's
filming
what
the
you can
police
do.
and holding the government accountable, right?
You got to wait right here for the police.
I don't.
No. There they
I
are
still
right there.
don't get this idea
I'm gonna
at
go ahead and let
all.
them know what you did.
I did touch your
Yo,
phone.
this guy got the shotgun.
Got a gun.
Who? Where? Show me the gun.
Your neighbor does. Your neighbor came and exposed himself with a weapon on
That's
him.
our building manager. I didn't know he had that.
The building manager comes out here with a shotgun. Sick.
Run to see shotguns and stuff.
Yeah.
On your behalf.
Aiden.
Aiden?
And now that she made it absolutely clear she doesn't like being filmed, let's
I'll just
film
go
her
back on the
even
film.
more.
He called her by her name. So
This
when
is
the
why I
cops get
say
here,
these
I'm
guys
gonna
are like
shot them.
gangbangers. There's 3 of them on
That's
her.
being aggressive. What are you talking about?
Find yourself out of a situation. Fine. Don't put yourself out of a situation.
Stupidity is not a reason to go ahead and commit a crime, man.
Well, you know about stupidity, that's for sure.
I wasn't.
There's a guy with the shotgun.
Where? I haven't seen him.
Yeah, he was a white guy, like probably like 60s.
He's got a weapon.
Got the shotgun. Send the cop.
Yeah.
Trenda.
He told us you better get out of here while holding a weapon.
Saw with a deadly weapon. And a
Assault?
battery from the white lady out here. The blonde chick.
That's a battery. Grabbing my stuff, that's an extension of me.
What is an extension of me if you're using my likeness?
How
on
am I
your
using
wall?
it?
You go inside.
No, you wait right here for the police.
And I'll hang out and wait for them.
Wait for the police right here. You just committed a crime.
These guys.
I don't mind you guys filming in general. I just didn't want to be on camera.
Well, I mind you taking off when you just did a crime, so I'd rather you wait here
What is
and explain that to the
Why?
police.
What?
no one
Explain your
answers me.
story
I
to the police when they get here.
These guys, they
I'll
always
hold
call
you to-
everyone else
I'll hold you
snowflakes.
to
Look
your
at that.
word.
Ooh,
I'll hold
touch
you
my
to your word
phone.
that you're going to explain exactly
Ooh.
what happened to the police.
Yeah, whatever was this idiot was filming me. I asked him to stop, and he refused to stop.
No, she already put her hands on me. That's a battery. She ain't going nowhere.
Okay. Then they'll go and the cops will find them.
Bill?
This is what they do.
We called the cops. I was gonna say.
Yeah, they call the cops. So shut up, man. Get out
Yeah.
of here.
You don't even know they came out with a weapon, you dummy.
Mind your own business, man. She's committed a crime. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
He's trying to explain to them. He knows what's up.
Man, what a dirtbag.
You're the dirtbags. How do you call someone else a dirtbag when this is what you do?
Well, lick some boots somewhere else.
Get some rubber pants, man.
Lick some boots. Okay, wait, hold on. Stop. Pause.
Yeah, so
All right, look. All right. So this guy He says, "Go lick some boots somewhere else." Right. So how is it that see the whole idea that these idiots always talk about auditing the police, and then they go and they audit private businesses, and in this case, completely random citizens on the street. And now they're saying, "Go lick boots somewhere else." Who's what does any of this have to do with government accountability? What does any of this have to do with the cops, other than they called the cops? Which, of course, how do you audit the police by auditing regular people? Well, when regular people call the police. So obviously that's what they were looking for the whole time. And everyone else is like, "Oh yeah, I know these idiots. They have a YouTube channel. They do this. They harass people on purpose." And they're just like, "Oh, so what? We have the right to do that." Blah, 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 blah. Same. These guys make me so mad sometimes, especially these two. Or, well, SGV and Peter Libre and every. Yeah, yeah. Like he's one of the good guys, right? No, he's one of the idiots.
What are you? You just committed a battery.
Yeah, he put his name on the report, so he's going down for the life too.
When you grab someone, unwanted touching,
Any
you try to
unwanted
snatch my
touching, look it
phone
up
from
on
my
your phone.
chest.
I just wanted to see it.
Look it up on your phone.
But what
What's
are
the
you
charge
entitled
for
to
the
see what I have?
Well, you're pointing a camera at me. It's so creepy.
How is
I
that
don't
creepy?
feel
There's
people.
cameras all over.
I don't think we should.
Man, are you guys American? Do you guys not enjoy freedom?
Freedom to film a
Man,
girl,
obviously
like,
you got brought up with entitlement.
and I never understood all these guys who never seem
I
to
wanted to see,
or
so I'm going to put my
pretend
hands on you.
they don't understand why somebody, a man personally, with his personal phone filming a woman might seem weird.
Only them.
Like, how could you not know that? Or they do know
I'm
that. That's why they do
exercising
it
my
on
rights out
purpose.
here, and I don't need them to
You
get
film your daughter
and I don't need them to
without, like,
get violated by
no idea
you. You ain't crying your way out of this one, sister.
I witnessed it from way over there. I saw you acting like a fool from way over there.
And he's a witness to the crime. Get out here, old man. You committed a crime too.
Yeah, you dirty dozen.
That's funny. He committed a crime because he had a gun,
Look at that.
supposedly.
You were gonna get a shot.
But if they were doing a Second Amendment audit, all of a sudden they'd be like, "No, you can carry guns."
Yeah. Sick ass entitled hanging right here. I wanted to see, so let me grab it, and I'm gonna force myself to see it.
I'm not gonna force you to answer me. You don't answer me.
Man.
Let me see and answer me now.
She
Yeah.
tried 3 times. She tried to grab my stuff. Then she goes again.
Well, if
and
somebody
finally she
says they don't
snatches-
want to
tries
be
snatch my
filmed,
phone.
why can't you just not film them and be a decent human being? Ever think of that? No, of course not.
Man, mommy and daddy didn't teach you to keep your hands to yourself.
Mommy and daddy didn't teach you not to be a professional asshole when you grow up?
You don't have permission to take my photo.
I said that to you.
I have permission. You don't.
I wanted to take your photo. That's so strange. I don't know you guys.
He's a stranger. Then he's taking photos of me.
Wait a minute. I have permission, you don't. So what is he saying? The First Amendment doesn't apply to her, only to him? What an ass hat. Ha.
Man, it's a crazy ass girl right here.
How did you say that?
What do you're willing to grab my equipment on camera? Imagine what you do off camera.
Nothing.
That's not what it seems like.
Anything.
Sanity, really. She commits a crime and she can't believe that she did it.
Yeah, she's like, oh my god, I was just like in a trance.
I guess people come up and snatch her stuff all the time, so she's used to snatching people's stuff. Is that correct? Why do you do it then? If people don't do that to you, what is the
If
end of
someone's
behavior?
filming me, I don't know what to do besides go see if they actually are. And if they are, I would say, please stop. And if you aren't filming me, carry on. Carry on.
You just
If
violated
this
the
is your
Baymax by trying
scene.
to get him to stop filming.
What?
You just violated the Baymax.
She
What's wrong
violated
with
the
you,
Bain
man?
Act. Did SGV just accuse her of violating the Bain
I
Act?
wanted to see, so I grabbed you. That makes no sense.
You filming a random
They're
girl on the
playing with
street
the
makes
racket,
no
right?
sense.
What if I go over there and grab their racket and say, I wanted to see the brand? Does that make it right?
If they're hitting you over the head with the racket,
Yeah, go ahead and explain to the police that you felt entitled that you had to grab my stuff, trying to rip it off my chest. So you could see it.
Trying to rip it off.
Yes, you did. She tried to snatch it until I grabbed it back. You better not go in there. Now you're leaving the scene of a crime. That's another charge.
yeah, she's leaving the scene of stupidity. All right, let's see if anything else happens here.
I already got it.
I'll get her plate number, of course.
Jeez, you guys are weirdos.
You're the weirdos. What are you talking about?
Sick ass fool, huh?
Yeah, it's a ghost fool.
I saw them pushing you, so that's why I shot him.
I saw them pushing you.
Who got shot?
I'm in the mood.
Damn, this little old dude from this apartment right here. He went into this one or the one up top? But he went up those stairs right there.
Okay, who cares?
Dude, imagine if he would have shot. Oh, I saw him push.
This is over an hour. Let's see if. Oh wait, the cops do arrive. Let's get to that.
Acting all erratic could have got me. Uh-oh.
West LA standby, gate 52, go ahead. Correction, West LA, West traffic standby, gate 52, go ahead.
What's up, man?
You guys saw something going on or what?
Yeah, this guy right here in this one apartment came out here with the shotgun and told us to get out of here.
What?
Came out here with the shotgun and told us to get out of here.
What's happening?
And then this other female over in apartment 14 tried to snatch my phone off my chest.
What is happening? What are you guys doing?
We're just filming, man.
Filming what?
That doesn't matter what we're filming or not.
So, okay.
The fact that she put her hands on me.
Wait. Let me talk to you for a second. I'm not trying to be standoffish with you. It's my job to ask you questions because I need to know what's happening here and why people are doing whatever they're doing. So when I'm asking you a question, it's not to be like argumentative with you. It's me asking you a question so I can know, hey, why are other people tripping? You get what I'm saying?
Why they're tripping is not my concern. Your concern should be why they're putting their hands on me.
You can talk to my partner if you need to. I'm good. I don't need to talk to you at all.
Yeah.
Why
I'm
they
the
put their
victim
hands
here.
on
What
her?
do you mean?
Actually,
I'm the victim here.
so I'm asking you
I
questions
asked
about
you
what
that they
you're
grab my phone. Why don't you understand? I told you in apartment 14, she grabbed my phone.
Okay, we'll talk to her.
And this guy right here, this manager, came out with the gun and told us to get out of here.
You have that on camera? Yeah, we do. I'm sorry. My name is Bender 40467. Thank you guys for being helpful. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being helpful. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come answer him, city manager with the shotgun.
See, if you're supposed to be the victim, treating the cops that way isn't going to help them want to help you.
I didn't hear you, man.
Suzuki 41510.
Thank you.
Man.
Get a super. They're already asking for a supervisor. What a bunch of idiot Karens. That's hilarious. These idiots. You requested a supervisor.
Do you guys have footage of the guy taking out his gun?
Yeah.
Okay, can we see it?
You want to see it?
Yes, please.
I'd like to see that because they didn't show us that either. Wow. See, you can tell these guys are professional cameramen. Look at that shot.
That's why I'm here. How was I not?
Well, you're over there barking at him. Not to talk to you, talk to my partner.
Human beings have to communicate. I'm asking them a question. See, if you're not trying to hear me, there's nothing more that we have to talk about. I'm trying to communicate. I'm trying to communicate. I'm asking the dude why. What's going on here? I can't help it that people want to bark at me. If someone's barking at me, I have nothing more to talk about. I'm just doing my job. I did.
We don't have to answer
I said to you, what I'm filming
I
doesn't
thought you were the
matter.
victim.
That's him.
Could you imagine, like, okay, hold on. Let me take a second here.
That's him with the shotgun.
All right, hold on a second. I want to address this real quick because these guys always make up these stories. Okay, so, all right. So let's say that it was like a real crime, not like a lady that was upset she was being filmed and touched his phone, right? Like somebody gets robbed, right? Somebody holds them up at gunpoint and takes their money. And then the cops come and say, what happened? And they go, well, I don't have to answer you. You're a cop. I have the First Amendment right or Fifth Amendment not to talk. Well, but you're the victim. I'm asking you what happened. But they would rather argue with the cops because that's what they do than simply answer the question and try. Because I always talk about false narrative building, right? The narrative never matches the content. They're going to build a false narrative that these horrible, evil tyrant cops were behaving so horribly because they asked them what happened. Oh, man. Oh, these guys, they're so bad. They're so bad.
And those stairs right there.
The stairs, up the stairs. Sure?
It's right here if you want to see it. Yeah, dude. Comes out all aggressive because I don't answer his questions.
You're the victim.
He wants to know why I'm doing it. That way he knows why they're tripping.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. This is nothing. Dead air. Let's fast forward a little bit.
That's him. Careful, he's got a shotgun.
Shut up.
He cocked it and everything.
All right, let's see where we're at. What happens, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, all they had to do is he was going to just get in his car and she was going to go back to her apartment and this thing would be done. But she felt that she was entitled to come and try to snatch my phone off my chest so she could see if there was any filming.
All right, hopefully something happens now.
Hello, John. Sergeant Kyle Cornick, Los Angeles Police Department. You guys want to tell me what happened?
Can I get your ID?
You want my ID number?
Yeah.
37643 is my serial number.
Well, I just want two things to either happen. Either the young lady that tried to snatch my phone off my chest comes out here and apologizes and realizes what she did was wrong. Or two, I'm going to go ahead and private person's arrest on her for battery.
Okay. So did you guys get it on video? Because I see the cameras. Can we see it?
I got it on video.
Okay.
And then this guy too, also, for coming out here with the shotgun and telling us to get out of here.
Okay.
That's also on video.
So we're here to get your guys' side side. There's two sides. Actually, in this case, three sides to every story. Okay. So
there's four sides. M3 and then it's actually on video. Okay.
So we're just trying to figure this out here. We weren't here for this.
Okay.
So we're trying to figure it out. And we have to talk to everybody and evaluate the situation. Okay. So the story that we've gotten from the young lady and the man is you haven't articulated anything like a reason, because it made it sound like she was being attacked. And the man,
whatever she wants to claim, and I got it on video.
Well then, let's review the video, sir. I mean, you want to tell me what happened first before we review it on video? Just like give me an explanation.
No. We were just out here filming, and she didn't like it. And she thought she had to grab and try to get my phone out of my chest.
Okay, so just go step by step. What happened, sir?
That's exactly what happened.
Okay. So you were out here. Where were you filming at?
On public sidewalk.
Okay. And what were you filming, sir?
Everything my eyes can see.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask why you were filming here at the public sidewalk?
Just out here filming, exercise my right.
No one asked you that question.
I'm answering your questions. If you don't like my answers, then don't ask the questions then.
Okay, and so a lady came out
What a
here,
scumbag.
And she asked if we were filming. I told her she didn't like that. She felt she had to circle me, try to grab my equipment one time. I told away. Then she asked again, "What are you filming me?" Grabs my telephone and tries to rip it off my chest.
Okay.
And that's when I had to snatch it back from her. And then after that, she started claiming that why are we filming her? And then that's when this guy came out here with the shotgun up to those steps and told us to get out of here.
Well, from his perspective, and I could understand that, he heard a girl screaming, draw 3 gentlemen around a girl. Okay, just try to, and then went because he thought she was being attacked and came out with a shotgun that is legally owned by him.
Even though she was with somebody else here who left the scene.
Yeah.
A
No,
witness.
that's what this.
So I have a question. Can we just view the video? That way we'll just, all of that stuff will just be illegal.
Well,
Let me talk to your sergeant first.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like I'm trying to keep you appraised of the information that I've gotten, like so that we're all transparent at
It's
the
all right.
same
Let
page.
them lie however they want to lie, and I'll show you the video.
I like.
That's lying, man. Nobody screamed. Nobody was screaming.
All right, maybe I didn't use the correct verbiage because we have different definitions of words. But he heard noise. He heard loud noises from a girl.
Why are you guys filming? Why?
Okay, so there was yelling from a girl that was loud enough that he could hear it. Can we agree on that?
No, there was no yelling.
Okay. Well, which video do you want me
There
to
was no
see?
yelling. You're gonna watch the video right now, and there was no yelling.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me pause this for a second. I am poster 7. All right. So this is SGV, Pito Libre, and another idiot. So what they were doing is they were filming. They were just standing on a sidewalk filming, and there was a lady outside. So they started filming her. And she says, "Well, why are you guys filming me?" And they go, "Shh." So she goes, "No, I don't want to be filmed." And, shh. So she goes up to one of the guys and it goes to grab his camera. And immediately they're crying, "Oh, assault, assault, assault." In the meantime, they're in an apartment building and they're standing right next to it. So the manager of the apartment building hears her having a scuffle with 3 guys. So he comes out with a shotgun and sees that there's nothing going on. So then he leaves. And then these idiots call the cops because she assaulted them by touching them. Some guy was chasing her with a shotgun and this and that. But now they're going to go back and show the cops the video footage. But you could already see from the way these guys are talking to the cops, and you missed this. This was great. As soon as the cops showed up, these guys are claiming that they're the victims, right? They're saying that this lady tried to snatch our camera. This dude pulled a shotgun on us. It's all, big, horrible thing. So they're the victims, right? So, and like I said, this is, for the people who just joined us. So what I was saying earlier and what they were saying basically is like, if I'm a victim of a crime and a cop asks me what happened, I'm going to tell him this guy came up to me and tried to rob me or did something, whatever, blah, blah, blah. These guys, they're like, well, we don't have to answer your questions. So what's your badge number? Get your sergeant out here. Call a supervisor. Like the cops are, if you're supposedly the victims, tell me what happened. And so now they're like, well, here, we'll just show you the video. We'll just show you the video. And that's where we're at right now.
What other videos? Do we have any other videos besides this one?
Yeah, I mean, this video.
That's a perfect video. What do you want? What more do you want?
So there's 2 circles in. Grab the equipment right there. And you snatch it off me. And then, that's when this guy comes out with his shotgun.
So, context matters. So, like, I need to watch the whole video from beginning to end. Like, what happened preceding to this. Like,
About 30 minutes?
I got as much time. We're here to deal with the situation, guys. I mean,
You're asking to see what happened. I'm showing you what happened.
but you understand context is different. Like, depending on.
If we're out here walking by the sidewalk and somebody asks, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" and I choose not to explain to them, how is that my fault that they don't like what I'm doing? Understand that.
Most people wouldn't like, especially females, being surrounded by
If you're telling
men.
me my college education entitles me to photography and videography, you're going to tell me that that's worthless? I have to explain to everybody what my profession is.
No one said that. I'm trying to do
I'm
this.
trying to
I'm
get
just
you to
I'm just
understand
trying to be
that.
a little human here.
I understand that. We
Okay.
are human, man. We're
Okay.
speaking English.
Yeah.
This is normal.
Although having a
We're
little
out here on the
empathy,
public sidewalk,
a little.
man.
I understand that
Empathy
fully.
from these
Okay,
guys?
but that's never been in question. No one's ever said that otherwise. I'm talking about.
What I'm trying to explain to you, Sergeant, is that because I'm doing something in public doesn't entitle anybody, even yourself, to come up and approach me and stop me, number one, from what I'm doing. Number two, they don't have the authority to question and demand answers. I understand if you ask, okay, it's a friendly question, right? You have the right to get an answer, or you might just get ignored. Okay, but that's my right. I have that freedom, man. It's plain as day, man. Public sidewalk, filming in public. She got upset, tries to snatch his phone.
I'm trying to talk to you like a human being. If you're do you have a
so
daughter?
we're aliens.
Do you have a daughter? Do you have a wife? Do you have a female that in your family?
You're getting sexist now, so because she's a female, I can't be videoing out here. Come on, man, that makes no sense.
Equal rights, guys. You guys are not being reasonable with me.
I'm being reasonable.
These guys are such
the other witness.
horrible.
Never alone.
He even said, I'm just trying to talk to you like a human with empathy.
Those are
the people who left?
The guy in the car, he's the one that left. Yeah, he's the one that called you guys.
PR that called.
Hey, welcome to the stream, Michael. Yeah, it is early. We started out talking about breakfast foods, but then I found this. I'm like, oh, we got to see what this is about.
Roger, the male caller's mother is with him.
You going?
Unit 1130, South 90, Southwest Seneca Boulevard. 1290 Southwest Seneca Boulevard, the T-Mobile. Code 3 incident 1990, RD 752. 7869, 7869. Council incident 1924. 6849 will handle.
Yeah, the last time SGV pepper sprayed somebody, it was that lady who threw the leaves at him and he got arrested for it, for assault.
7869, Little bit 211 Silent 1290 South Los Angeles, T-Mobile, code 3, incident 1990.
News Now enemy. I've thought of that too. Like if you set up all your cameras and stuff and just point it at their house and just stay there, and when they talk to you, just hush them. See how they like it.
First to 1290 South Los Angeles.
They were literally out here like 7 seconds before they said, "Why are you filming?" And then it all just transpired.
That's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah, I mean, literally.
Right. So let me
within
say.
1 minute.
So allow me to say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Literally, when I came up, that's the same reason why I asked, "Hey, what's going on? And what are you guys filming?" I'm not trying to violate anybody's rights here, brother. I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? I believe me. I believe we come from similar places. All I'm saying is this: I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the story, and when that becomes not helpful. When
Silence or?
Well, no, I mean the way that was being presented at the time was just, hey, screw you, just go do your job. And I'm trying to do my job. Okay. Right, but I still exactly because I still need to know what's going on. That's all. That's it. I'm not here to violate anybody. I would never do that. Okay, please. Okay, I appreciate you guys. And believe me, I understand what you're doing, and I understand why you're saying it. Everybody needs checks and balances. I get it. But I'm not. Especially you would literally have to look at the background of who I am to understand. I'm not here to violate anybody. I'm here to help. Okay. All right. Sarge.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not saying it's the truth. I'm saying that's his perspective. Okay.
And just so you know, this is exactly what he's explaining right now. The older gentleman in here thought something was going on, a young lady was being violated, whatever the case may be. I don't know, but I still have to ask him those questions too. You get what I'm saying? So I have to understand where he's coming from, just like I have to understand everybody that's here. You get what I'm saying? That's a part of my job, because I can't just come up and say, oh, that's the bad guy right there. I have to communicate and gain information, and then do what I can with that information. That's why I'm here. Okay, so gonna go back and talk to him. Gonna go back and talk to her. I'm gonna tell her exactly what you just said. Okay, sir.
You did watch the video. You didn't hear her yell.
Oh, and by the way, for anyone who may have missed it earlier, this cop right here, when he first came out, SGV was like, hey, cornrows, look, you go do your job. And that's what he's talking about now, is that's how they treated him when he first got on the scene.
I didn't hear her yelling. No, I didn't.
So they're lying.
But
You gotta take that into consideration as well.
But this, if you could see the view from this guy's window, he did realize there was a commotion, at least.
But after the fact he went in there, you could hear him laughing. I don't know if you can hear it on my thing, but you could hear him laughing.
That I can't speak to. I don't know. You want to show me that part? You can.
I'll look
But
it up on my phone so you can hear it.
I'm gonna go back, speak to them. Sarge, are you cool with me going back in here? Okay, I'm gonna go try to find some more information. All right. Yes. Thank you.
Hey, Sarge.
Okay, so I'm trying to find a reason that we're doing something wrong.
Yeah, dude. I get it.
Oh my goodness. that oh my god.
And now I'm
All
shouting
right,
because
hold
I'm
on.
scared. I don't know what that guy's gonna do.
Yeah, you were.
So, did you guys catch that just now? Is laughing a felony or a misdemeanor? Right? That's what I always thought it'd be funny if I ever ran into one of these guys, to go up to them and audit them. And if they said, like, I would purposely go out of my way to stand a little too close. So if they'd say, hey, you're in my personal space, I'd say, is that a felony or a misdemeanor? Just to turn it back on them. Snitches, yeah. And I mean, you want to talk about cowards. And I love the fact that they always call the cops cowards. But a little girl touches one of their phones and it's the end of the world and they're going to press charges and she assaulted them. Oh. I can't believe this. These guys are. Oh man, I hate SGV and Pito and all three of these idiots. Man, the whole California crew sucks.
You're the one that was shouting, not her.
Yeah, I'm the one that's shouting because I got scared. This guy's out here with the shotgun.
Yeah, that's why you're laughing and smiling, right?
I summarized it from my perspective after hearing it. He never said like.
But your officer just said clearly that he didn't hear her scream either.
Nobody
There was a commotion between a group of
I
people.
understand if somebody's like, help me, help. You know, okay, let me run out there with my weapon and assist somebody. But if you're saying, excuse me, why are you filming? Why? I don't want you to film me. That's not a cry for help.
I mean, and he says he can hear it because he says there's a commotion. So obviously he understands what's going on.
Well, okay, so how you would interpret things and how another person is either here or there. Is it reasonable?
Really, right? I mean,
if you're sitting there and looking at your window and you see a woman on the street surrounded by men, is it fair that you might, a reasonable person, I'm not saying you, but a person might, giving those facts, think that woman is in trouble?
No.
And there's some sort of commotion?
No, she was with the guy then.
Not with 3 cameras. Maybe they were doing an acting scene.
She wasn't even the one, you know.
Okay, well,
in my profession, I'm out filming in the streets all the time.
Okay.
People approach us all the time. Doesn't say that they have the right, to come
I
and
understand
try
that.
to stop us or grab our stuff.
No, they don't. They don't have
They
the
can
right.
ask all they want, man. That's no problem.
You have the right to film in public. That is well established.
Yeah, and I have the right to refuse any question.
That's why I told her, shh.
It's called my freedom of speech.
But it's also like I have the authority to deal things a certain way as well. And there's a way of talking to people calmly, and
regardless, there's a crime that was committed. There's a situation that needs to be dealt with. You're a professional.
Okay.
No matter how you feel about us, you need to do your job, man.
I didn't have.
Okay?
I have
The phone was
no feeling
almost snatched completely out of his possession.
Okay,
We need to
so
do something about that, man.
here's the. Well, no, here's the
It
thing.
doesn't matter
Okay,
if you like us or not.
sir. The definition of battery is the unwanted touching of a person.
Touching of a
Of a
person.
person.
So
Not
what?
of
If I put my
an
jacket,
extension.
that's not a battery?
No, it's not.
Why not? It's a part of myself.
Okay.
So if
And
I
then-
grab your
So if I go
camera,
grab you and shake you around, that's not a battery? Is that what you're telling me?
It depends.
No,
Well, now
he
that
just
you're-
said
in
if you
order to
physically
shake you
touched
around,
her
him.
you have to
intention
grab
was
the
to take
person.
my phone
Well,
from
she was
me.
trying to steal
Oh,
your
so
stuff.
the intention to take you have to show for theft
She
is
had-
the intent
she
to
admitted
permanently
it
deprive.
on camera. She
She
admitted it on
wanted to
camera. I
know
was
if
trying
you
to take
were
it to see what you were
filming
recording.
her.
She admits
Yes
to the
or no?
crime
Well, she
after.
wanted to know if you were filming her. Yes or no?
I don't know what her-
So it's
she
okay for
wanted.
me
Yeah,
to
she
go
did.
snatch your stuff because I want to see what your job is, and what you're doing. You don't
Let me see your
understand,
camera,
man.
man.
It's
Let me
common
grab it.
sense, dude.
Let me grab
I
your
can't
camera.
go and
You don't
snatch
have
your
any
body
common
cam.
sense. What are you
snatch it off.
talking about?
Let me snatch it off.
Let me snatch it off of you.
Yeah, we're gonna be in cuffs and in the back of a patrol vehicle.
No,
Go to the
you-
station real quick, man.
You wouldn't.
Your
Guys,
job, Sergeant.
That makes no
It's-
sense,
no.
Sarge.
Based on
you're
this-
here to de-escalate
Okay.
stuff.
If
man.
I have
Yes.
my glasses on and someone goes like this and slap my glasses, then it slap me.
but they would still make contact with your face.
They make contact with my body when
Okay.
she snatched it from me.
So,
Something like this.
sir, if a
Something
woman,
like that.
first of all, if we could just talk to each other and be empathetic towards everybody's point of view.
Right. and
Okay.
you-
That's not
If
gonna
you
happen
have
with
a
these
family
idiots.
member that you cared
It would
about,
have been different.
if you had a family member that you cared about, surrounded by people, 3 people with
Going back
cameras,
to this whole she's a female thing. Come on,
I'm
stop.
going back
Yeah.
to being a person that would
Yeah.
that
So
it's
the-
understandable that they would be upset.
So if a
What
guy
about
was
when
out
there's
here
3 or
being
4 cops
surrounded.
surrounding me and beating me up on the ground. How about that? Who's going to reach in and help me then? Nobody, right?
Well, sir, I wasn't there for that hypothetical
It's a
situation.
hypothetical situation.
Okay,
period.
Well,
but
all I need
It
is a
didn't
apology
happen.
from
But I-
her, or you can facilitate my PPA. That's it.
okay,
Come on, man. Do your job, man.
I am
Why are
doing
you
my
still trying
job.
to make us the criminals here? This guy's a victim.
Why are they-
It's
No
a
one said
simple-
that,
it's a
and
simple
it's
battery.
actually
It's not aggravating.
See, this is actually. I'm kind of glad that we ended up with this one by accident because they care about no one by themselves and no empathy. That's a fact because look at what these guys are doing here, and especially the things that SGV is saying. Right? What is he talking about? He's saying, "Well, we're the victims, and these people are committing these horrible crimes against us, and you're trying to turn it around and make us the bad guys." And it's like, okay, so he's talking about let's be logical. So let's be logical. Okay, uh, you're a victim of a crime, and you call the cops, and they come and they say, "What happened?" You say, "Whatever it was that happened." The example that SGV just used. Well, if some guy had me on the ground and was beating me up, I'd be a victim, right? It's like, okay. So if the cop came and said, "What happened?" and you say, "Well, I'm walking down the street minding my own business, and all of a sudden this guy jumped me," that's one thing. But if it's like, "Well, I was swearing at him and calling him names," blah, blah, like the cop has to know what happened. Like they don't want to tell him what happened. They just want to immediately accuse the police of being the bad guys when the police got called because these idiots were. This is I can't even begin to. It's too early in the morning for me to get my blood pressure this high, but I should have known watching SGV that this was going to happen because this guy's an idiot, an
They made it
absolute
very
moron.
it's actually up to interpretation whether or not he's a victim of a crime.
and the
In
In order
cops
to
are
make
the bad
arrest, you have
guys.
to have rise
So
to
you're
what's
not
called
making
probable
the
cause.
arrest.
I'm taking
Probable
the
cause
responsibility of the
still has
arrest.
to be
Negative.
probable cause
You're
still
not the
has to
DA
be
to
there.
decide that. You just take the report, submit the PPA, and they decide what's going to happen.
I
You're
have to decide.
facilitating my arrest.
Okay.
Not the judge, man. Do your job.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, Sarge?
What's wrong
is
with
that I'm trying to be
you?
human with everybody being empathetic, and
So you're not being empathetic to me. She just violated me
sir,
because her little question of why are you
you were
filming me?
you were barely even brushed,
Oh, okay. So now it's
and it was not even you.
Man, shut
It
up,
was
man.
this little
You're-
area right here.
You're not.
I was being completely respectful, sir, and you just told me to shut up.
Yeah,
That's not very
'cause that's
respectful.
a stupid answer you're saying.
All right, sir.
She barely touched me, so she barely picked my nose.
Is that okay? Can I go grab her tip? I'm going to go right. I guess you grab his.
Man, what's the matter with you, man? Unwanted touching. You said it yourself. I didn't want her to be touched. God, man, what's wrong with you? Unwanted touching. 415 disturbing my peace.
Disturbing your peace, but what about her peace? I'd look at them laughing. Yeah, because this is exactly what they wanted.
Sick ass Sarge. I knew it, dude.
Good luck.
Hitting
This
the
fool
like
doesn't-
button is a felonious act. Come on, not like. Look at these idiots laughing.
Now I'm yelling, huh?
Damn. Now there's a commotion.
There's a commotion. He's gonna come out here with the shotgun again.
Damn, these fools straight don't like, dude. Oh, he heard commotion, so that gives him right to come out here with the shotgun past his
I
doorway.
had a better view than him though, so the black kid actually.
Yeah, he saw it.
She saw that she
better
came
view.
up to like this and then circled around and then grabbed it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, does anything else happen here when the cops come back?
There was no yelling.
Let's see.
Yeah, he says,
here we go.
yeah,
He
you're
comes
right.
back
I don't
after
hear
a
it.
few minutes. Here we go.
I am very sorry for what happened and apologize. And
Just a good lesson to learn from here. Just keep your hands to yourself.
Scumbags. They made her
Yeah,
apologize.
you have a better day.
Oh. They love that. They love that. We film someone and when they don't like being
That
filmed,
was
we make
clear
them
that he was within
apologize.
his rights.
Oh,
in the
what a
situation.
scumbag.
Yes. Well, he's on his property, and he thought he was doing it in defense of a person. Once he realized that he wasn't, he went back inside. Yes. Especially in a situation where it looks like a person's in trouble until it's otherwise, yes. You have the right to bear arms, Second Amendment, on your property. As long as it's a legal weapon, which it is. And if you don't have, as long as it is a legally possessed weapon, yes. On your property, yes. If he pointed it at you, that's different. Because, correct. In order for him, if he pointed it at it and there was no legal justification for that, then it could be considered assault with a deadly weapon.
So are you saying that in this situation, as it is now, if he would have pointed it, are you going to justify that he had a reason to?
I would still, it's reasonable based on the video I saw and stuff that he still thought that person was in trouble.
My life in fear for his
For the protection of a person, and then once it was clear that she was okay, he went back inside. That's reasonable, sir.
All right, man. Well, can I get a business card with all your guys' name and ID numbers?
Absolutely. You got it?
So there you go, guys. You can stand outside. And even more so if you fear. Shit, I could just say like I thought they were in. Yeah. That's why I pointed it at him.
So, California has castle law where you have a right to defend your property if you or the life of another person if you believe reasonably that they're in risk of serious bodily injury or death. Private citizens have that right as well. It's in the state law.
Why wasn't I under threat of arrest for defending this guy? Why would they threaten me with arrest if this guy's in a situation where I have to defend him and then now I'm in handcuffs? How does that work?
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're just throwing things out without any context.
What's the penal code?
If I see that he's in trouble and I go in, then would I be arrested? Or if
You have a right to defend yourself and defend others, actually. You also have the right, just like you fully know, to do private person's arrest and use force to effect that arrest. Then you're taking on that liability yourself. If it was not reasonable, then you could be sued civilly later on if it was not a true arrest.
So how about this one?
But also the fact that he is on both of their property also gives them additional state law protections.
So say, for instance, she would have grabbed my phone, tried to run up the stairs. I pull out my taser and tase to stop it. Am I in the clear right there? Because, I mean, she's
shot somebody in the back, dog.
Oh, is that what that is?
There's proportionality to what's the offense, and there's the balancing test with the government risk or the risk of the person versus the risk of the proportionality of the person. So the state would say that the risk of that loss of property is not necessarily in proportion with shooting somebody in the back as they're running up the stairs.
With the taser, not a gun.
With the tasers. But if you ran up to her and tried to detain her physically, that would be proportional. Okay, you got everything on there?
So no tasing then. I'm gonna tase him anyways.
I'm gonna tase him anyways.
Dispute
verbal dispute.
over individuals filming
Over
on
First
public
Amendment audit.
sidewalk.
All right.
First Amendment
It's
rights.
almost
Yeah.
over. Let's see. Nobody said that you weren't, that you didn't have the right.
With the
Female
potential battery.
Let's see what
on
their comments are saying about all this.
public sidewalk
Dereliction of duty
Why does it have to be a female? Why don't you just say filming a person?
because it's accurate.
because
Would a
it's
battery be on
accurate.
there as well? With an attempted battery?
All right. You're interrupting. I haven't stopped yet.
Well, you paused too long.
You paused too long.
Um,
So when the
Yeah.
cops are on your property with someone at gunpoint, you can come out with a gun if you believe the person's life. Oh God!
You know that, Sergeant? Are you aware of that, Sergeant?
subject's alleged battery.
You'd be aware the Castle Doctrine only applies to inside the house in California.
Yeah, other states it's everywhere.
Let me see this.
Property or the front yard, but not in California.
Here, let me just look at some of the comments they got on this video. Let's see. What do we got here? The Sarge needs to realize being a woman is not an excuse for illegal activity. Okay. The sergeant proved how emotional and unprofessional he was. He should be ashamed of himself for doing nothing about a crime. He doesn't enforce. Oh my God. Look at these idiots that support these people. We live in a constant state of government surveillance, yet people lose their stuff when they're recorded by citizens. Well, yeah, because a private citizen. We don't live in a surveillance. All right, I'm going to just get even more mad listening to their supporters. These people are so disconnected with reality. They have no idea. It's too early to witness this much stupidity. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I almost want to cleanse my palate after that. Look at something fun. Let's see. You guys want to watch a funny video or look at more of these idiots? Start off the day with something a little less annoying to start our day. Stop at Frisk States. Yeah. Let's see what else we can watch here. Let's see. Oh, what is this? Oh, SGV News, SVG there. Let's see what else we can get. See if there's anything new that I haven't seen yet besides that one. Yes, Nate from New Zealand. I agree with that. That's one of the problems. What's up with granny vaginitis? I think Unclean Hands has her story pretty much well covered. Let's see. Where is it? Dang nabbit. There was something I wanted to show you guys, but I can't find it now. How about watching Nasty Nathaniel getting arrested? That was the first thing we talked about actually this morning. And then Blue Bacon covered it as well last night. Let's see. We could watch that again if you guys want to. Here. Nasty Nathaniel. Here we go. Yeah, I showed that yesterday. And again, and Blue Bacon covered it too. It's fun watching him get arrested, though. It's always fun watching any of these idiots get arrested. Let's see. Do we got any good arrest videos? The cops are starting to like lay back on that, and that's a problem. When you look up arrest, it's just all these old videos that we've all seen 100 times. Let's see. Oh, well, here's a newer one from Josh Abrams. Let's see. what's going on with this. We didn't watch this one yet. I haven't been picking on him too much since he came out against Chile, but he's still an idiot. Let's see. I'll get this on the screen for you. Arrested for knowing the law. That's what it's called. So let's see who gets arrested and charged with you know the law, because that's what the title would imply, is that he was charged with knowing the law. So let's see.
Saying is you told me I did not have to identify. Correct?
Repeat that. The training.
Well, we're going to do it for you. But I don't have to identify, correct? No, you don't have to. Okay, thank you. We're going to do it. So since I don't have to identify, then I elect not to, because that's my constitutional right to not identify, because I'm not operating a motor vehicle and I'm not committing a crime.
Well said, man.
Exactly.
But you understand that we can use discretion on certain things?
Of course.
Discretion to violate my constitutional rights?
Of course.
I think you're helping them, but
No,
but you're not.
You're
actually. Where's this?
I don't care about
reasonable
that.
articular suspicion about
Because
me?
him trying to act like his own. Well, you know what?
Lawyer, attorney.
I've just
Attorney,
experienced
I'm a United
this kind
States
of
citizen
attitude,
invoking my rights.
You know. And,
The best thing to do
yeah,
is be
offensive
remain
actions.
silent.
Yeah.
One is to remain silent.
Yes. My sister is a CDF.
You know what's funny is I
captain.
have no
You know?
warrants and I have
Retired.
no reason
So-
to hide anything. The only thing I'm doing here is
She doesn't
invoking
go
my
more than you
constitutional
guys.
rights that my grandpa died for in the war. You know, he would turn over in his grave if he knew that this is how you guys are conducting business. What's the name of your friend?
What's going on, guys? AFA with Smo Diego, Banana Rana, and Late Night at 702. What's up, dude?
Oh, wait a minute.
They're searching the vehicle.
So he's
Yeah,
not
the
even
cops
with
are
the
just
auditors? They
in
were
the
just
last
walking down
call.
the street, saw this, and are
Harris,
assuming
Ryan.
they know what's going on?
Looks like he's found something.
Okay, yeah, I got that, but clearly you weren't referring. He's a little older than you.
Oh, man.
I wasn't here for that, so.
So what actually is this? Just all right. This is nothing. This is an idiot being stupid, filming a random person. And I love the fact that these guys, like, so often walk onto a scene where they have absolutely no idea what's going on and just assume. Um, okay, Peck. Yes, that was me. That was my idea. All right, so I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna talk about this again because this is something I want to mention again because I think it's a great idea. Because everyone's like, well, if you see an auditor, pull up your phone and play copywritten music, and then they can't monetize the video. And I've seen people try that, and it can have an effect. Hey, Miss Mandy, what's up? Good to see you. But my idea was like, you might not want to do this, but I think it would work great if an auditor comes up to you and they're filming you and you don't want them to film you, pull up some porn on your phone and hold it up like this. And then they not only can't monetize it, they can't even post it. It'll destroy their video. They're definitely not going to film you anymore. um, a frauditor trifold. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Yeah, that would be actually. What am I doing? I'm doing this wrong. Hold on, I got to fix this real quick. Where is it? There you go. That's better. All right. Did I see the frauditor tricord on Discord? I'll tell you what. I'm on Discord, but I still have no idea what I'm supposed to do with it. Discord. Let's see if I can find that. Log in. Let's see. Would it be just like under your name? Uh, Zerzy. I always have trouble with your name. It's 5:30 a.m. in Las Vegas. What the heck? I'll tell you what, Mystery Softset. What I did was yesterday I came on in the morning and it actually went really well. We had a lot of fun. So I thought, well, mornings are a really good time for me. And then at night, I don't, you know, sorry, I'm reading the chat while I'm trying to talk and it's taking my brain off myself. um, I just thought, you know what, maybe I'll start doing early ones because mornings are always really good for me and they work out well. So we'll see what happens. This is a test run. The next few days, I'll keep doing this and see how it works out. If it keeps going well, why not? Discord is a scary and confusing place. Yes. Let's see. I'm looking at my Discord right now. Um, let's see. I got to figure out how to spell your name. Um, Xerxes. Ah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to use Discord. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I have it, and right now I'm just looking, and I got like, um, I don't know, man. This thing always is, like you said, scary and confusing place. Eventually, I'll learn how to use Discord, but um, you haven't found my Discord yet. Well, I'm on there. Yeah. I don't know. I barely ever use it, but I do have it just in case. So, welcome everyone to the channel. Good to see you. I always have all good people in here. I love these little get-togethers in the morning. So far today we talked about Nasty Nathaniel getting arrested at the Canadian border. We watched SGV video. Peter Libre audits, and they were harassing some lady, and then she tried to grab somebody's camera, and then the cops came, and of course they just gave the cops a hard time even though they were supposedly the victims. I don't think you could air it. Oh, it's bad. Okay, well then never mind. Glad I can't find it. um but yeah, let's see what else have we got going in the frauditing community today. um Whoa, wait a minute. You don't like Artie? I'm so glad he got arrested. Nasty Nathaniel? Oh yeah, that was, I'm telling you, that guy is. Oh, he's always been obviously just like all these guys, an idiot, right? Going out there doing the thing, but crossing the border illegally, and he like Blue Bacon was showing clips that he does that regularly. So it's about time he got caught. Because he's like proud of it, like, yeah, man, look at me, how I sneak into Canada all the time, ha ha ha, and just the whole idea of there's just certain things that really irk me beyond just the normal obvious reasons why they should, but like specifically auditing regular people, auditing regular businesses, doing First Amendment audits in other countries. Oh man. Um Annapolis audits. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Mystery Solved Theater. Why are you dissing Artie's corporate fiction? I don't understand that. You got beef with him that we don't know about? Oh, his Discord. Okay, okay. Um, okay, so he wasn't saying Artie was bad. He was saying his Discord is bad. All right, so I'm down with that. Um, I'm still waiting for my newest video to get approved. It's still, let me see if it's still pending. I showed you guys who were here yesterday. I showed it on here, but let's see. At the moment, oh, what the heck? It's not even on my list. What's going on here? Wait a minute. Let me go back. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, it hasn't been reviewed yet. Oh well. Um, so anyway, Auditing America called you a dummy. um, well, he calls everyone names, right? He's just a troublemaker. They're all just troublemakers. Bunch of crap with these idiots. Um, let's see. Are there any good ones here that we haven't watched yet? Because it's gotten to the point now where I've noticed more and more that I've kind of been over this before a little bit too. Is the police have this thing in their training that they're doing now, where they're saying when you see auditors, you have to ignore them. You know, because that's the only way that you could win with these guys is to just not engage at all. And what ends up happening now is that we're getting more and more and more of these audits where literally nothing happens in the video, which is fine. Uh, but at the same time, it's like they try so hard to create these confrontations. And then when they don't get them, they post a video anyway. And always, hey, come here, let me do something, say something to you, do something to you, anything to egg them on to call the cops or whatever. And then, I don't know, they find ways of twisting the false narratives always. Oh, wait, here we go. We got uh, this is 5 days old, but I got the new Amagansett Press right here. And it says, aggressive cop shut down by camera guy, Fort Kent, Maine. So let's see what's going on here with Amagansett Press, shall we? Let's see. They take it out on the citizens. Yeah, they do. Also, my next video, once it gets approved, that I'm going to put out is all about Amagansett Press as well. So let's see what he's up to. Aggressive cop shut down. All right, let's see this.
Check. Today is Monday, August 15th, 2022. It is 3:59 in the afternoon, and it is 81 degrees and overcast in Fort Kent, Maine. Hope you all are out there doing something you love with some folks you can tolerate. And if there's no sunshine where you are, as usual, always invite you to make your own. Should be interesting here today. First time we've been in this neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Canada is right over the border. Those hills that you can see across there are
Yeah.
actually
I see Nasty Nathaniel
on the
sneaking.
other
No,
side
I'm
of the
just
river,
kidding.
and that's Canada. I'm gonna have a little bonus footage for you later in the video, so stay tuned
Wow.
for that.
Oh boy, no, thank you. I want to see you harass this
Hey,
cop
make it
and
out there
then
watching.
accuse him
What's
of
happening?
harassing you.
Fort Kent. Let's go
That
check
poor
out the
kid. I feel
downtown
so
district.
sorry for
See
him.
what's happening. So you got a Family Dollar store here.
Wow. See, that's
Tech
government
Trends,
accountability right there.
Home Solutions.
Filming random
Pretty
buildings.
interesting mural here. It says University of Maine, Fort Kent. Possibly done by the students here.
Okay.
Oh, and it's on a business called Grown in Maine Full Bloom Cannabis.
Okay. Right off the bat, we just started and already. So, what did he just do? Because you know that he's going to build a false narrative. So, let's talk about what we just saw for real. So, there's a big mural on the side of the building and he's filming it. That doesn't seem weird at all. It's a cool mural. I want to film it. That makes sense. I see somebody filming something like that, I'm not going to think twice about it. So he turns the camera around, and his son is shoving his camera in the window at the market. Now that's when it starts getting to look a little weird. And of course, they do that on purpose. Yeah, let's see how aggressive this cop actually is. He's probably going to ask him for ID, and that's a cardinal sin with these guys.
And you have a business next door in the same building called China Garden. China Garden's closed on Monday and Tuesday.
Oh look, they're still there. That doesn't look weird at all. Still hanging out, filming through the windows.
You guys are filming here.
Oh, yeah.
All right. For what?
I can't really get into it right now while I'm doing it.
please do not include me in any of your videos.
Too late.
Too late.
Ah.
You guys are gonna have to get out of here.
Sorry?
You guys are gonna have to get out of here.
We're going to have to get out of here?
This is a medical place where people don't want. And you can't even tell him what you guys are doing.
Why would I have to tell anybody what I'm doing?
You got cameras in our store.
I don't have cameras in your store. I'm outside on the sidewalk.
Dude, you'll have to go, man. Seriously.
I have to go?
Yes, please.
From the public sidewalk.
As far as I know, yeah.
Why, though?
Why are you
What's the
filming?
reasoning by that? Why are you covering your face? That looks silly.
Oh my god.
It does.
Well,
We're grown men. What are you doing covering your face? It's foolish. Anyway, I'll talk to you.
okay. Have a great day. You'll have to move.
Why do I have to move? I'm asking you what the reasoning is
Oh my
behind
god.
He
Because
just
people
explained it
don't
to you.
it. I'm
want-
sorry, I'm not Pavlov's dog. I'm going to ask a question if you give me an order.
Okay, then I'll just call the cops then.
Call the cops?
If you want me to, yeah, then you can deal
I
with
don't
them.
want you to call. Please don't call the cops. Why would I want you to call the
Oh,
cops?
First
That-
of all,
you're
you're not
begging
even
for the
telling
cops
me
to
what
get
you're
called.
doing.
Well, why would I have to? Go across the border, man. They're waiting for you.
Okay.
It's going to call the cops. All right. Well, as you guys know, unfortunately, when the police are called, we have to stick around and wait for them. So guess we're going to be here for a minute. So stand by. I thought he just said, don't get me in your video. Now all of a sudden we can't be on the sidewalk filming anything. Silliest thing I ever heard. And yes, I've heard it 100 times, but it's still the silliest thing I've ever heard. Can't be on the sidewalk taking pictures because this is a medical place. So does that mean if this was a doctor's office, I couldn't be out here either? And you guys have seen while we've been here, I have not stuck my camera in their window close.
No, but your son did. Wow. I love the way he twists it. I always, always, always love it when these idiots build a false narrative and their fans eat it up. I wasn't sticking my camera in the window. I don't know what the problem is. But we just saw Watching the Watchman literally sticking his camera in the window. But technically, he didn't do it. So I didn't do that. And the way that guy talked to them was great. It's like, hey, come on, guys. You know, this is a medical facility. Well, why wouldn't you want us to film it? Because it's a medical facility. It's a cannabis dispensary for people who don't necessarily want to be on film, so everyone knows that they have a prescription for marijuana. Like, I don't understand. I don't, and I love and he just said it himself. He's like, I've been told that 100 times. It's still silly. Like, no, it's not. You're the silly one. You're the idiot. You're the frauditor. Oh, Gutterman, what are we gonna do with you, buddy?
Closest I got was I took some pictures of the logo that they have on the glass. But even if I was filming inside of the business, what they're on the main drag here with, I would say probably 5 foot by 6 foot glass windows on a corner, wide open for people to be seeing from the sidewalk. And then you don't want anybody taking any pictures. Strange. I think if these places are so concerned about their quote-unquote patients' privacy, they should create some privacy. I know in Colorado, for example, it's actually illegal to be able to see through the windows of a cannabis dispensary.
All right. Hold on. This is another thing that these guys use all the time that drives me nuts. If there's privacy involved, if it's a privacy issue, they should create privacy. That's why they're asking you to leave, to create privacy. That's the whole point. These guys, oh man, no.
You have to have them completely blocked off. And they still have a fit when we're out there filming. I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
What are you guys filming?
What am I filming?
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
Oh, we're just making a video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Nothing to do with are you with the store here?
No, I'm just wondering.
Oh, okay. So you're going in. No, nothing to do with
I'm just very interested.
Cool.
Thank you.
You have an interesting town. You live here in Fort Kent?
Yeah, it's my parents' restaurant.
Oh, very cool place to live.
Yeah.
How is it in the winter, man? You must get a lot of snow.
Oh, it's pretty bad, to be honest with you.
Brutal, I guess.
Yeah, it is pretty brutal.
Well, keep having fun. Keep smiling, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Have
You
a good
guys
day.
open tomorrow?
We're open on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll come check you out.
All right.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, so now you're a hypocrite. You're taking my picture.
I'm not doing that. First of
Isn't?
all,
Don't you think that's a little hypocritical?
I'm not going to answer your questions. Cops
Okay.
are coming here, man. So
They
The
don't
cops
care.
are coming.
yes, they are.
So you called the police
Sure did.
on a couple of guys taking pictures.
Yeah, because you won't even tell me
You're
what you're
a
doing.
true American.
I'm not even going.
Why would I have to tell you what I'm doing, man?
Have a good day.
See, you just want to make statements, but there's no
Sovereign,
reasoning. There's no reasoning behind you. Sovereign your ass. Go smoke your weed and relax, man. Get a grip.
Oh, what a scumbag.
Yeah, you heard me. Fat boy.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Gutter
I can
trash
say that because I'm a
indeed.
little heavy too.
Oh, yeah.
Watch my mouth. So here's the Fort Kent Police Department.
Yay. They're already there. Beautiful.
Ridiculous.
Now let's see this aggressive
We have
cop.
vehicle. I don't see a vehicle number, but it's 428-941.
Dum da dum dum dum. Gutterman so dumb.
Hey, Mo.
How we doing, boss?
How's it going today?
All right. Same as yesterday.
So what's up with the picture taking?
Oh, you tell me.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of crimes in town lately and thefts and stuff, and to sit out in front of a cannabis shop and start taking pictures of the big building, what's the purpose behind it?
You think if I'm planning to come rob this cannabis stop, which you're insinuating, I'm going to show up with all this equipment in the middle of broad daylight?
I'm just asking a simple question.
You know what? That's a foolish way to think. I'm not even going to entertain that question.
No?
No.
So what's the purpose of the cameras?
To take pictures and video.
For what purpose?
For whatever purpose I choose. What do you mean? That's a silly question. You just got out of your car without even speaking to me, without even introducing yourself.
We received a call on it already. That you guys did the same thing at the post office last week.
Last week? I wasn't here last week.
Or Thursday or Friday or whatever it was.
I wasn't here Thursday or Friday.
So that's why I'm here to ask you a question.
So you're assuming two things. You're assuming I'm going to rob the cannabis store, and you're assuming that I was the guy at the post office last week.
So frauditors are all over here.
What's your name and badge number?
Right there.
I don't know how to pronounce
I love
that.
it when they say that.
It's the
You want me to
cameras
just
are
take a
running.
shot at it?
Go ahead.
How do you pronounce it?
Belanger.
Belanger. Okay, and what's your badge number?
405.
405. Now, do you want to start all over again and try to be professional?
I am being professional.
No, you're really not.
I'm asking you a
No,
question.
you're really not. You just walked up.
So
and
what's your
accused me-
name? What's your name, sir?
None of your business.
Really?
Yeah, really. What do you mean?
Oh my God, these guys are
It's
so
a foolish thing to
stupid.
say, my friend.
405 to Fort Kent.
I'm walking down the street, okay, visiting your town with my son, and we decided to walk down Main Street downtown and get some video of your town. And this is the reception that I get from the police department here.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go back to the whole false narrative building deal. So if he always does this too, every time, and it drives me so nuts. I'm just walking down the street videoing. They wouldn't have called the cops if you were just walking past, right? You stopped and, well, okay. Because he gets very technical when he talks, right? Watching the watchman, your son technically stops, sticks his camera on the ground, and points it in the windows of the dispensary. That's not just walking by and filming. That's a completely different thing. But of course, he's going to bend it and twist it and turn it and make it that the cop's a bad guy. And the fact that this is a entitled aggressive cop gets shut down. The cop came up to him and asked him a question. I guess that's aggressive now, trying to find out what's going on. That's terrible, horrible, evil. You can't do that. No, blah, 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 bunch of crying babies, frauditors.
What is the issue with taking video?
You have 400 or 401 to assist me here.
Yeah, you better. What is that, supervisor? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I said all I did is come here to ask you guys a simple question.
All right, well, like I said, you want to start all over again and be professional?
All right.
Maybe not accuse me of
I'm not
committing a
accusing you
crime.
of anything.
Sure, you got out of your car and talked
I
about
asked you a
somebody
question. I
robbing
said,
the cannabis store.
You know, we've had thefts in town, so I've asked you a question. All right. So what's the purpose of the picture taking?
I'm traveling with my son taking
Okay,
video.
See that? So that's an honest answer, right?
But it's none of your business.
What?
Why would that be your business?
Because if something happens in town, we have records showing, hey, listen, there was somebody doing something over there. I'm not.
So you
assuming that
equate
guys-
somebody taking pictures with a possible crime?
We want to know.
You want to know? That's
simple as that. I'm not.
So
saying
that's
you
all right.
guys-
So let's take it down a notch. Let's de-escalate here a second. Let's talk man to man. Okay.
All right.
So your concern is that I'm out here with this amount of equipment, standing here in broad daylight, taking photographs and video, and I'm planning a robbery.
I'm not assuming that you're planning a robbery. I'm not assuming nothing. I just asked you a question of what you're doing.
Well, I am not planning anything. There's nothing.
See, I'm sorry. I gotta mention this too. Like, looking at this guy, Gutterman, always, oh. So, talking about twisting and building false narrative, right? The way he's portraying the situation, what just happened, we just saw it. The cop came up and he was like, well, the reason I'm here and I want to investigate is because there have been some robberies lately. You're accusing me of being a robber? That's not what the cop said. He's explaining that the reason why it seems suspicious, the reason why they have reasonable, articulatable suspicion is because there have been a lot of robberies lately. And he's a stranger in town and he's sticking it. Again, he's going to get technical. Technically, his son is sticking his camera in the window of the dispensary. And when the people from the dispensary ask him what's going on, they refuse to answer. Gee, that doesn't look suspicious at all. No. Even though they do this every day, and he's been doing this for years, and he knows damn well it's suspicious, he's going to try and spin it like, oh, I don't know what the problem is. A bunch of shit.
Nefarious going on here.
Okay.
You haven't seen anything nefarious going on here. There's no hint of
I just
anything
asked you
nefarious.
guys what the
Right.
I mean, we don't see people out here with, and I don't know how much this equipment's worth, but you don't see it every day. People out here just taking pictures of.
I'm going to stand on this side just because the sun's blasting me in the eye here.
Yeah.
Not really comfortable. But, so what does that mean? Anything unusual? I mean, you don't see people riding down the street on a unicycle in a pink tutu, but if you did, you're going to stop them and ask them what they're doing?
No.
Right.
But you wouldn't assume anything of a person riding. I'm not being racist or biased or anything else in that for that manner.
Well,
I came here to ask you a simple question.
All right. So what I think, just to give you one man's opinion, I think what you should have done is you should have done a drive-by, evaluate with your own eyes what you see is going on, right? Then you come back, you speak to both parties, you do your investigation, you ask your questions.
He's
and you find out
trying
what's going
to.
on.
Somebody standing in front of a cannabis place
Right.
with cameras taking pictures.
Perfectly legal, constitutionally protected
He
activity.
didn't say
Not
it
saying that
wasn't.
it's not.
Okay.
So, but they were concerned that you guys had cameras outside.
All right.
they
So
just came
let me
here.
ask you a fair question. Are you here to uphold my constitutional rights, or are you here to uphold their feelings?
I'm here.
What are you here
to make
for?
sure that
I'm here to find out
nobody
what's going on.
has their rights taken away from them, and that if something happens where the law is broken, that's where my job comes in.
Your job comes in when the law is broken, correct? Has there been any law broken so far?
Listen,
I don't know.
I'll
That's
be
why
talking
I'm
to my
asking
sergeant.
questions.
He can address you better than
Okay, very
I
good.
am. I mean, you don't want to answer the question to me?
I'm having the conversation with you.
Well, I
Don't
would
look for issues.
No, all I'm saying is that, listen, I asked you a question, why the cameras were out, and you didn't give me an answer.
Yeah, because of the way you got out of your car. Respect is not given out for free, it's earned. So you want to earn somebody's respect, that's what you do. Right?
Oh my God.
Oh, no,
This
so
guy is such a nutbag.
just out on your sidewalk, taking a
Maybe
little
this is
video
the
and
aggressive
photographs,
cop,
and
'cause the last
evidently
one wasn't.
Officer Belanger, is that how you pronounce that? Has equated that with the possibility that we might be up to something nefarious, planning a robbery of the cannabis store.
So basically what happened is a couple people had called. Someone called initially back when you guys were at the post office.
Okay.
And then they called, and then somebody else
And
called.
just to be clear, post office 15 minutes ago, not last week.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't get the call. I knew it was.
Wait, did
So-
you just deny that he was
So,
at the
yeah,
post
I
office?
guess
Now he's
basically-
admitting it?
It's not illegal to be recording.
Of course it's not.
So I guess we were just concerned because we didn't know why, and people are calling. So when people call, we kind of have to.
And you know what? The way you see, this is what I was trying to tell you, Officer Belanger.
Yep.
The sergeant here, there's a reason he's got those stripes on his arm.
Correct.
You got out of your car, okay?
Yep.
Being very respectful,
Yep.
asking the right questions
Okay.
in the right tone,
Yep.
and we're having a cordial conversation,
Yeah, yeah.
which is a voluntary conversation. I don't even
Yeah.
need to be speaking to you.
No.
I can just tell you I don't have a word to say to you. Go away, leave me alone.
Yeah,
And that's exactly what you would do.
Yeah.
But I'm not being that guy. I'm trying to have it.
And I
But
appreciate it.
this gentleman got out of the car. First words out of his mouth is, "Well, we don't know if you're planning to some kind of a robbery
First
here at the
words out of
cannabis store."
my mouth was, "What are you doing on the sidewalk with the camera?"
And I said to you, "I'm taking video and pictures."
Yeah, and I
That's
asked
all you
for
need
what
to know.
For what purpose?
And I said that's none of your business.
That's exactly.
And that is none of his
Right.
business, correct?
I mean, I'm curious too, but I'm not saying that you need to tell me.
Curiosity and your business are two different things, and you're being very professional. So I'm just, coming down off of the conversation with him.
And that's fine.
Oh,
But
thank you,
what I want you
Texas
to
Tim. I
understand
appreciate
is,
that.
okay, and the same question I asked Officer Belanger,
Yep.
okay, he has to decide whether he's here to protect my constitutional rights, which is what he swore to do, sworn oath to do, or if
Well,
he's here
he's
to
not
protect
talking
people's
to me,
feelings.
right?
Right.
That's your question. So, and I get people's feelings.
Yeah, and I guess our concern is if we keep getting phone calls, we kind of have to follow up. We
Well,
can't
I don't
just say don't worry about it. We kind of have to go.
Well, another option, okay, and I'm not telling you how to do your job,
Yep.
but another option is to drive by, observe with your own eyes what's going on, and if you don't see anything nefarious, you keep going.
Yeah,
In
so-
some cases, right? That happens.
Oh, sorry, thank you. So yeah, so I mean, like you said,
Uncle
you drive by,
Hardy.
but I was coming back from another call. Officer Belanger was already here, so
Okay.
I came directly here.
Okay.
But like I said, we got the call about the post office earlier. I figured, well, okay, if they're just recording, they're just recording.
Right.
But as we keep getting calls, then we kind
Well,
of
I think the cannabis store probably told you a little bit more of a dramatic story.
They may have. I don't even.
I'm gonna
to be honest.
do a public information
Of
request for a
course you
911
are.
call. So we'll
Of
see what they
course
told
you
you.
are.
I don't even. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't even know if it came in 911. I don't even know how. It
Whatever it
came
was, we'll get the phone call.
in.
But,
Yeah. Okay.
part of my concern here also is not just upholding my right to take photographs and video.
Yep.
Part of my concern is people calling up the police department and sensationalizing something and having you come in hot or with some idea in your head that there's something going on that may not be, just because they got upset and they want to drama everything up and ramp it up. And then you get here expecting something that's not going on.
Yeah, and
So you didn't do that here today, but Officer Belanger might have been on that page a little bit.
So
All right, wait a minute. He's over the years that he's been doing this, Amagansett Press has become an expert at twisting words and painting a false narrative. It's so insane to listen to the things this guy is saying and the way. And I always say this too: if you know anything about con artists, right? Fast talking and twisting words and like not giving you a chance to even catch up in your head with what they're trying to say. That's an old con man technique. And that's the technique that all these frauditors use. It's so blatantly obvious that this whole thing is set up on purpose. Like sitting there saying that it's unreasonable for these guys to call the cops just because we're out here filming. But this is what you do. You film until the cops get called. You do it every day. How is that so insane and unreasonable when you do that every day? You should know by now that that's exactly what's going to happen. Con men are usually smart. The auditors are not. Yeah. Idiocy isn't illegal. Jason is an absolute sleaze. Like I said, for those of you who don't know, my next video is all about Amagansett Press, so I cover him pretty good in that one. So let's get back to this. It looks like there's still quite a while left. Hopefully something.
All I was asking is
Because he keeps talking about the aggressive cop. I'd like to see that. I
simply
haven't.
asked the question. What's the reason for the cameras and the
No, you were getting a little upset.
I was not.
Sure you were. Sure you were.
I mean, if
Sure
that's
you
what you felt, then you felt that.
what's your first name so I can be on a first name basis?
You know what? You are being respectful, so I'll give you my friend. And that's the only reason I'm giving it to you.
Yep, and
Otherwise,
I
I tell you to
and I
kick rocks.
appreciate it. Yep.
So my first name's Jason.
Jason. Okay. So Jason.
And you'll figure out who I am. I'm not hiding who I am.
Okay, and that's fine. So Jason, the only thing is, if a business is calling, just out of respect for a business, I guess.
Right.
If you would avoid.
I'm sorry, just real quick, Binary Tools. I think that I don't know for a fact, but I think he lives in his camper or his RV. So I don't know but that would be great to do. I saw somebody try to do that to Silence Boy once. That was fun.
Videoing after, if they've called and they don't want you videotaping, I guess out of respect for the business and their right
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to answer that for you, and you just thought of the answer I'm going to give you. You know what I'm going to say.
Honest, you have the right to do so.
No, not only that. How much are they respecting my right to be out here taking video? And now you want me to respect their right to privacy when they're on Main Street with 5x6 glass windows?
And I get that.
Yep,
I completely get that.
I plan to hang out here and video a little longer after you guys leave.
Okay.
Normally, I probably would have been gone already.
Okay.
But they decided to create a situation out of it, and here we are.
Okay. And that's fine.
You guys are allowed to videotape all you want.
Well, you've got a whole brand new attitude now at the sergeant's
No,
here.
like I said, I just came here to
and you'll
ask
see the video,
questions.
Sergeant.
What a bunch of crap.
My camera's running too.
Yeah, but your cameras, that video tends to disappear sometimes. This one doesn't.
So
I'm live streaming to the internet right now.
So that's fine, Jason. I got no issue with this. If you want to record, you have the right to record.
I know that.
Like I said,
and I appreciate you acknowledging that.
Yep.
And I would also appreciate if you would uphold and defend my right to be out here.
And like I said,
not only do I want you to acknowledge the fact that I can do that, I want you to defend that right because that's an oath you took and you swore to do.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm not telling you can't do it. I'm not telling you have to leave. I'm not doing that.
No, what you should be telling me is you're going to go inside and educate these folks. And I think
so.
That you're in a
you
very
have to
unique
decide what
position,
he has to tell you.
Because I think a lot of the people in this country take what law enforcement as an authority figure says and values that very much. So if you go in there and tell him I'm breaking the law, he's going to be under the impression I'm breaking the law. If you go in there and tell him it's my right, they should leave me alone. I have a perfectly constitutional right, lawful right to be out here doing what I'm doing. They will accept that from you more than they'll accept it from me because you're the authority.
And I will speak to them.
So you could also, by doing that and taking those steps each day, after a while, you might condition everybody to realize that there's nothing to be afraid of when somebody's taking pictures.
Yeah.
Because right now they're conditioned to go into fear mode.
Well, and I think that
never give them a chance
we're
to
from
think.
a smaller
Talk
area,
fast.
so we are kind of not necessarily guarded, but we don't normally see cameras out on Main Street. You know what I mean? It's not often that people are out recording on Main Street when there's nothing going on. So I think people just kind of look at that as what's the reasoning to it?
Well, all right, and I get that, and I'll give you that. But my question to you then would be, why does everybody's mind go to the negative? Why would you assume? If I saw somebody out taking pictures, I would look over and see them taking pictures and carry on my day. I don't even care what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's none of my business. And why would I automatically think there's something nefarious happening?
Right. And
Hold
like
on. This is another. See, I kind of like this because he's pulling out all the old classic Jason Gutterman phrases and techniques. So if somebody was filming me, I'd mind my own business. He always says that. Like, if you ask him why he's filming, how come you don't mind your own business? And yet I've never seen anyone, even people who support these idiots, give me a good explanation as to how you filming other people's business is you minding your own business. Oh man, these idiots.
I don't think you're doing anything wrong by videotaping. I don't care. That's fine. I got no problem with it. Okay.
Okay.
It'd be so as far as the law goes, it'd be different if you were say inside the store and recording, and they didn't want you to be inside.
Well, that's private property.
Then right.
Of
Then
course.
that's a different thing. But you're here on the sidewalk taking video. That's fine. I got no problem with that. Okay.
Okay.
So, I said, I don't have an issue with it. I'll speak with them. I'll explain to them that you guys are in a public setting, that you can record and you can do stuff like that.
Okay.
So, I mean, just avoid if they come out and they start giving you a hard time, call us so we can at least intervene. And
If you go in there and tell them I'm within my rights and lawfully doing what I'm doing, they're not going to come out and say anything.
It doesn't necessarily mean that they'll agree with my explanation.
Well, if they want to go ahead and start an issue, then they can be conducting themselves disorderly or whatever they want to do.
And
I don't get into that.
Yeah, and I'd rather you call me if that ends up happening, so that way we can just get this all settled.
And I just want you to know, Officer Belanger, I'd like to end it on a good note with you. I like to leave things positive.
Listen, absolutely. Listen,
let me just tell you.
Anytime you're more than welcome to come into our town. Anytime.
Let me just tell you that what my purpose out here. This is my son.
Yeah, you stated that.
Well, I don't know if Sarge heard that. Right, Sarge didn't know that. Yep. So the purpose of me being out here, is to simply exercise my right to take video and photographs in public.
Well, good.
Okay?
Yep.
Our Constitution's taking a proverbial ass kicking these days, right? And everybody likes to complain about it, but nobody does anything about it.
His
So in
own
a very
script.
passive way, civil disobedience, whatever you want to call it, I'm out exercising my rights, and it's a shame that people see that as civil disobedience. But a camera's become an evil thing these days for some reason, and I'd like to get rid of that.
It's
and I'd
not.
also like to run into officers such as yourself. I would appreciate it if you would take the time in your mind to consider this, as I do, a learning experience. Everything that happens in life will make you a better person tomorrow.
Okay, so he's jumping back into his normal script like he always does. Um, he's building this narrative and telling this story about how, like, well, I'm the whole reason why I do this is because our rights are being taken away from us, and I'm going to fight to keep our rights and this and that. And I don't understand why cameras are a problem and people think this and that. These frauditors, they use their cameras as both a weapon and a shield at the same time because they're hiding behind the camera and they know nobody's going to do anything to them while they're filming because then they'll have evidence on tape. Although sometimes we do see people take action and it's beautiful when they do. But then they also use the camera as a weapon because you know for a fact people are going to freak out when you're filming them. There's no possible way. And how their fans eat this stuff up, I'll never understand. When you've been doing this for years, like Utterman has, and you talk like you have no idea that people are going to react this way, this is exactly what's going to happen and does happen every time. Um, DC clamped down on auditors thanks to auditors. See, that's the person holding the camera. That's what I've always said and always will say. I've never seen anyone get arrested for filming. I mean, it's never the camera. It's always the idiot behind it, right? Oh man. Um, but yes, like what Unclean just said about clamping down, that's part of the problem with these guys is that their actions, instead of making the laws more open for people to do this stuff, it's making the laws clamp down to try and get some kind of control over these guys and try to slow them down from doing this nonsense. These cops are coming out everywhere. Oh, it's one of these First Amendment auditor guys again. So they go to small towns where they know no one ever is. Ah, that's right. It's not the camera, it's the douche behind it. That's exactly right. So let's see what else we got going on with this crap.
If you see it that way, right? So maybe you've gotten a couple ideas of how you could have better handled this.
Oh, absolutely.
When you got out of your car.
I got out, and all I wanted to know was, the purpose of your being here. You've already explained it to me now.
But so, what would you have done if I didn't explain it to you? If I just said I don't want to speak to you?
Well, that's fine. You didn't have to speak to me, right?
Well, it seemed like you were not happy with that answer.
Well, no.
I'll say that.
Because I get a call. As an officer, you come here, you say, well, what's the purpose of being out here?
Well, I would, like I was saying to the Sarge, I've been in a lot of situations where people will call up literally. I have a camera. People will call up the police department and say he's threatening people. He's got a gun. He's doing this. He's doing that. Totally not true. Complete BS, made up, fabricated. And then you're driving here 90 miles an hour. Do you know what the leading cause of police officer deaths are in this country?
Well, suicides are number one, but then
no, traffic accidents are number one. Suicides might be a close number two, which that's a whole nother conversation.
But yeah, anyway, that's
so I don't need you guys coming in hot, code 3, when there's no reason for it.
I don't know if you know, I didn't have lights and sirens. I didn't have anything.
No, not here today, but that happens because people. So you have to, as well as I do. People love to exaggerate.
Right.
People call up the police and they'll tell you all kinds of tales, and then you get here and none of that's going on.
I'm not going to argue.
So all I'm saying is the next time you come across a guy with a camera or exercising any other of their constitutional rights, being completely lawful, don't come in hot on them, man. No. Just get here and try to uphold the most important thing.
He didn't come in hot.
Even above enforcing the laws of the land is to honor your oath to our Constitution. That is the law of the land. That's number one. And that's all it's about.
Whatever.
And any law that exists that's contrary.
They didn't do anything against the Constitution. All they did was ask you what was going on. And of course, see, it's so amazing to me. Like, and this, filming a jewelry store. So he does this. He goes to cannabis dispensaries. He goes to jewelry stores. He goes to banks. He goes to post offices. He goes to places where he knows he's going to get some kind of a reaction, right? Where he knows it's going to look suspicious. Obviously, he does it intentionally. And another thing that I was thinking about is that if this whole frauditing thing actually does grow in that much kind of popularity to where like it becomes known to the general public what's going on, you don't think that it's possible that someone who actually is a legitimate criminal will say, hey, these guys have trained the cops to ignore you if you have a camera. So all I got to do is pull out my phone and say I'm filming, and then I could rob the place, and they're not going to call the cops when they see me coming in because I got my camera on. Like, there's criminals avoid answering questions. Yes, that's the whole point. These guys go out of their way to look like criminals. They go out of their way to look suspicious because they want a reaction from the cops. That's what they're it's cop baiting. It's all about baiting. The whole thing, like earlier, like with SGV News, right? Going around talking his fake Shanduli Indian accent, whatever it is, and not answering people, and people going shh, shh. And Casey Camera Boy's starting to do that now too. The whole everyone in California is just out of their minds. These frauditors out there, and they always twist and twist. And that's why Gutterman doesn't shut up, right? Because again, and it always goes back to what I always say about their false narrative building. His video has nothing to do with the video because the video is just him filming a store, cop asking him what he's doing. But him yapping and yapping and yapping for 45 minutes about all these civil rights violations and all this crazy nonsense that has nothing to do with what happened in the video. You read the comments, that's what his fans see, is what he said, not what actually happened in the video. And it's like, yeah, how dare this horrible, evil cop act like that towards him? What did the cop do? Went up to him and said, what are you doing? None of your business. You're violating my rights. Whatever, dude. Oh, man. He'd be easy to arrest if he was unconscious.
The Constitution is unconstitutional. And it just needs to go through a little process of law for it to be deemed that, and then that'll be the case one day. But stick to the Constitution. Stick to your oath. You swore to it. Are either one of you in the military?
I was not, no.
No, were you?
Myself either, no.
I only asked because I was going to say then you swore 2 oaths.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Right.
So,
yeah, no, like Jason, like I said, I don't care if you want to record, that's fine. If that's all you're doing is just recording, I got no issues with that.
okay. But I also, beyond that, I hope this is a learning moment.
Yeah, and
for all of us.
And like I said, me coming here, I didn't really know what was going on. To be honest, I was on another call.
Right.
So I basically came here just to help Officer Belanger, but knowing what's going on, you're not doing anything wrong.
Right.
I got no issues with
Well, like I said, I just hope that, everything, there's always opportunity is everywhere in this world for an education.
Yep.
And I'm out with my son. I'm not looking to educate people exclusively. I'm looking to educate myself, educate my son. We can all learn something from everything.
Absolutely.
And that's the goal. We're trying to be productive.
Yep.
We're not out here
No,
looking
you're
to cause
not.
trouble. We weren't
Yes,
yelling at
you
anybody.
are.
I wasn't sticking my cameras in their windows,
Yeah.
which I could.
Yeah.
I could walk right up to the
Oh,
glass and
boy.
stick my camera in the window. And if they want to close the blinds, that's up to them. But we didn't do that.
Okay. Now we're gonna have a nice little a little test here. He just said I wasn't sticking my camera in the window. We weren't doing that. If you were here at the beginning of this video, put a 1 in the chat if you saw Watching the Watchman literally sticking his camera in the window, which he just denied. The only thing I ever learned is what a scumbag is. Yeah, that's what the education is, right? They're educating people on how skeezy frauditors are. Oh, man. In fact, let's go back. Check this out. Since, let's see, where is it? Before the cops come. Yeah, oh, here it is. We never stuck our cameras in the windows. Here we are back at the beginning. Check this out.
Oh, and it's on.
What's he doing? What is that? Does that look like, here, let me bigify that for you. Does that look like he's sticking his camera in the window? Denying that they stuck the cameras in the windows at all? Look at that. But technically, because his son was doing it,
Business
can say
called
he didn't.
Grown in Maine
Look at that.
Full Bloom
Look at that.
Cannabis.
Look at that. Never put our cameras in the windows. What a liar, false narrative builder, scumbag Jason Gutterman.
If a bad cop does something wrong and the good cop just stands by watching that,
Oh,
he's
he
now
always
joined a
says
member
this
of the
too.
bad
This is
club
part of his
crew.
normal
And,
speech.
and we don't want to see that
You
happen.
gotta see something, say something.
We want the little kids in this country to respect you guys
Yep,
and
yeah,
look up to
absolutely.
you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And right now, that's kind of on the fence. And we want to try to. What I'm doing here today also is giving you an opportunity to shine, man. And you've taken that.
Well, I
And
appreciate
so
that.
have you at the end of the day. So I know I really do. I like leaving things on a positive note.
Yeah, because they didn't arrest you.
Yep, and I
you're
appreciate you
calling
guys
it
as
a
well.
pass.
Nice meeting you guys.
Actually,
I'm
like
gonna
I
go
said,
follow up
you know,
with them.
may have started a little steamy, but it ended good. So that's
All's well that ends well, like they say,
absolutely,
right? That's it. No, and really, you never know. And you know how many times I say to people, this could seem like a very benign conversation that's went nowhere, waste of time, whatever. 6 months, a
Yes,
year down the
absolutely.
road, this conversation might spur something in your mind that actually might save somebody from something or might help me out down the road. You never know. So it's all valuable.
Right.
And we appreciate that. So what I'm going to do is,
I'm just gonna take the time to go in. I'll
let you guys go in there. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do after you guys leave. We're gonna stick around for a few minutes. I don't want to give them the appearance that I got chased off, and then we'll take off.
That's fine.
That's it.
I love that he always does that.
And again,
too.
I appreciate the cordial respect.
Right back
between
at
each
you.
It's so important to Amagansett Press that he never looks like he got chased off. That's such a big deal for him. He brings that up all the time. I'm going to stick around because I don't want it to look like you guys made me leave. Yeah, he's like a kid. Well, you can't tell me. I'll do what I want. Like Eric Cartman. Whatever. I do what I want. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's get back into it. It looks like there's still some time left, although it should be over already. All right. They talk to the people in the store and then come back out. Let's see what happens.
And then keep walking.
All right, so I explained it to him and stuff, and he understands you guys are just videotaping stuff.
Okay.
He said his biggest concern was that they do have medical marijuana users that like their, I guess basically like it to be private because it is a medical thing.
Right.
Which I guess I get that point in a way.
Okay.
Like I said, I have no issues you recording sidewalk and all that stuff. But as far as like sticking your cameras in, as far as for the rights of the people with medical marijuana,
Right.
I guess if we can just respect their rights.
Well, that you're asking me to do.
And yeah.
Let me explain to you how that works.
Yeah.
Okay. So, being that it's a medical facility, okay, they may have some HIPAA guidelines that they have to deal with.
Right.
Okay.
And that's kind of where I'm going with that.
Now, the way HIPAA works is the only people that are bound by HIPAA rules and regulations are people that are trained and certified in HIPAA.
Okay.
Okay, that doesn't apply to me.
Okay.
So what the HIPAA rules and regulations state is that they are obligated to maintain the privacy of their patients.
Yeah, right.
That's what they're trying to do by asking you not to film.
If they took somebody's private medical information and put it on the window, I could stand there and film it all day.
Right.
So just to come back at you with the theory of they're looking for privacy for their patients.
Right.
Like I said before, 5 foot by 6 foot glass windows on Main Street.
And
there is no privacy.
And I get that. I guess that was his reason for calling is, I'm just kind of looking out for my.
Well, they could put blinds on the windows.
Yeah, and I
and did you know in other states, it's maybe not, I guess not in Maine, but in other states, like in Colorado, it's unlawful for anybody to be able to see into the dispensary from the sidewalk.
Right. Yeah. Yep. And I'd have to check on that because I'm not 100% sure if that's that way in Maine, but
he might have called the police on himself here today.
I almost think that it might be part of that, but I'll have to check into that part. But like I said,
Because, and I just want to show, so my viewers can see too as well. If I want to do
he's
this,
definitely prolonging it.
right in their window and film everybody inside of that store. If I want to be a nice guy and not do that because they asked me not to, of course I can do that.
Yeah.
But
you don't want to be a
I'm
nice
lawfully
guy.
not allowed to. You didn't say that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if somebody tells me I'm lawfully allowed, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Because my whole point in being out here is to exercise my rights.
Yep. And I don't have a problem with you exercising
That's
your
it.
rights at all.
So
I guess I understand his concern. I guess there was just went about it in a bad way. It was a miscommunication, I guess.
Well, yeah, he wasn't being very friendly when he came out and asked me what was going on.
So I guess his point ultimately was that he was concerned about the privacy of the people getting medical.
Well, but like I said, don't you think it would be smart if that's the case for them to do something about these windows?
Yeah.
It's not about asking people walking down the sidewalk not to look in.
They weren't walking down the sidewalk.
And
they
my
were
eyes
stopping
and the
and
camera's
filming
the
the
same
place on
thing.
purpose.
You're allowed to window shop, and You know,
I could put my hands on the glass and stare in the window. I could put my lens on the glass
right.
all day long and
Right.
stay here
Okay,
as long
all
as they're
right,
open all day.
okay, all right.
And
Shut
there's
up,
nothing they
shut
can do
up,
about
shut
it.
up, shut up.
Not that I'm
Let
not
the
going to
cop
do
talk.
that.
Yeah,
Let the cop talk.
I know
Let the cop
that, but
talk.
like I said, I guess that's why that was his reasoning for calling us, is because he didn't want to deter his customers from going in and the medical customers
Right.
and stuff. So, which I guess I get to an extent, but
Well, as
But it
you,
could have been
you
done
not as a law enforcement, you get that as a human being,
Right.
not as a law enforcement
Right.
officer. Because, like I said, your decision here, which I think you made the right decision here today, but your decision here is whether or not to uphold his feelings or to uphold my rights.
Right.
So that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, and yeah,
His feelings are what they are, and I think the more, do you have kids?
I don't know.
The more you coddle their feelings, the more sensitive they're going to be.
Right.
Sometimes people just need to be told,
Yeah.
pull your pants up, fly right. If you want privacy, create it.
Right.
Or in public.
Yep.
There is no expectation of privacy in
Right, and
public.
I
Oh,
don't
there he
disagree
goes
with
with
that.
the line.
I'll have to check. As far
They're
as
trying to
being
create
all this
privacy
from
by
marijuana
asking you
Oh,
not
well,
to
I'm going
film.
to check now, too.
But yeah, so like I said, anyway, I guess that was his reason for calling, but
Okay.
just went about it in a bad way, I guess. But
Definitely did.
All right.
And I'm glad there's a reason you got
That's
those
enough
stripes.
of that. Man, Gutterman drives me so nuts. Oh man. Yeah, so that I just found that, so it was kind of new. So I thought, oh, we'd check that out together. I hadn't seen it before, but it was almost if there was a dictionary of all of Gutterman's common words and phrases. They're all in it. He used them all. Um, oh, he's such an irritating. Oh, he's bad. He's bad. Thank you. I can't do. Yeah, I had to turn that off. It's too much. Too much. Uh, let's see. Hey, Unclean. Somebody in the chat was asking earlier before you got here if there've been any updates on Granny and her RV or whatever. Um, and usually you're on top of that pretty good. Let's see. I don't know, guys. It's so disheartening sometimes to see what this has come to and the way these guys try to. Well, I always say because they always when a cop tells them why they're there and what they're doing, they always call it cop splaining. And I always say what they're doing, I call it fraud splaining. Right? They always twist the narrative and make everything sound like their rights are being violated and all these horrible things are happening. Kate needs mental health. Yes, she does. Katie and her man. Oh boy. I love Hezokuai. Oh, Uncle Artie's back. Um, she's back to bothering residents. Yeah. I'm still looking for anyone ever to give me a decent explanation as to why you would want to audit a private business at all. Like, what's the purpose if not to get the cops called, if not to get clicks and views? And like in the case with this past video that we just watched, right? The cops come, ask a couple questions, the whole situation would have been over in a minute. But you can't do a big, long, monetized video if it's only 1 minute. So he's just going to talk and fraud explain his way out of into whatever. He's just going on and on and on and on and on and on to drag out the video long enough for him to post it and get it monetized. That's all it is. And file lawsuits. And he always loves to brag about, oh, I filed a lawsuit here, I filed a lawsuit there. They're all about making ad revenue. They're all about filing lawsuits. They're all about garbage nonsense. He creates the suspicion. They all do, right? They go out of their way to look suspicious. They go out of their way to act suspicious. They want the cops to get called because that's how they get their police interaction. And they have to have their police interaction to have a video. Without it, there's nothing. Unless you're like Silence Boy and you just want to get people mad at you and just harass people just to do it. And that's your whole. At this point, that's Silence Boy's whole channel is just him harassing random people, walking down the street, start filming somebody until. And you'll see if you watch Silence Boy's videos, you'll see him do this. He'll like start filming somebody, and if they ignore him, he'll start filming the next person, and he just keeps going until somebody is obviously uncomfortable being filmed, and then he focuses the camera directly on them. It makes damn sure that he's going to get a negative reaction. Oh, some of these guys make my blood boil. Oh my goodness gracious me. So let's see what else these idiots have been up to lately. There's so much. It's kind of depressing how many of these videos are coming from these guys. It seems like it really does seem like this whole frauditing thing is growing. Which I don't like that. Let's see. We got anything good here? Let's see. I want to do something fun, but I don't want to, you know, get copyright strikes on this video either. Let's see. I think for tomorrow morning's stream, I'm going to do a little bit more prep to have some videos ready for you guys because I'm just, you know, seeing some things we can watch together for the first time. But if nothing happens, and it's like, okay, so why are we watching this? I just love the fact that this was aggressive cop shut down by camera guy. The cop was so not aggressive at all. Oh, here we go. KC Camera Boy got a new one. Grandpa Hansy put in check and educated for assaulting me.
I see these people respect their freedom to record.
Let's see.
I didn't ask for help. Pardon me? I didn't.
All right, let's see what we got here. KC Camera Boy getting into an altercation with an old man, and titles the video Grandpa Hansy. Let's see. I just noticed my kid hasn't showed off his toys this morning. Yeah, not yet. All right, let's see.
That's for help. Don't touch me, dude. Don't
Please
touch me,
move
dude.
off of our property.
Don't touch me, fool.
Please,
Don't
please,
touch me, fool.
Please move
Make
off
me
of our
move,
property.
fool. Make me move.
Please move off of our property.
Don't touch me.
Please move
Don't
off of our
touch me.
property. Hey, Sarah, will you please call Rip and PD?
Fool.
Please move off of our property.
I'm not
You're
in your
interfering with
property.
operations.
How?
You're in the way.
How?
We have delivery. This is an active
I
area
don't
here.
care. I don't care.
Please move off of our property.
I don't have to move.
Obviously, you don't care.
Come up to me like that, fool.
Please move off of our property.
Make me, fool.
Can I help you with something?
I didn't ask for help.
What are you doing?
It's none of your business now. You can just come to another man like that? You think you're in power or something?
If it's his property.
You think you're in power?
I've asked you to please move out
I
of
don't
our
have
area.
to move.
Okay, you don't have to move.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why?
Can I help you with something?
Yeah, ask for help.
Oh my God.
But you're
Exactly.
you're in our area.
Exactly.
Can I help you with something?
I didn't ask for help.
The way KC acts
You
is.
fool. Who the hell you think you are? Come on, hard and Well, you're just gonna stare at me like that?
I'm going to wait for the authorities to
want
get
him
here.
to
I don't
We'll
care.
deal with it.
I don't care.
Then you're going to
Do
get
what you
mad
have
at
to
him
do,
for doing
fool.
something,
Trying
right?
to come all hard at me?
Oh. And then
You came and pushed me.
I didn't come and push you.
You pushed me. He
No, I
got you on
didn't.
camera, fool.
I didn't
He
push
got you on
I
camera.
came. I asked you what you were
He
doing,
got you
and I
on
asked you
camera.
to leave our property.
Do I have to?
What are you here for?
None of your business.
They said they're taking pictures. They said it's none of our business what they're here for.
No, I came out to see what was going on. You're in filming our operations.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's not against the law.
did they say it was?
You guys can get sued. You did touch him right now.
I'm not touching him.
You did.
No, I didn't touch you.
Because your company could be at risk if you do.
I'm not touching him, and I'm not going
You
to
don't know
touch
if
him.
I'm a surveyor.
We've called the authorities. They're going to come sort this out for us.
Yeah, call. Be a. That's right.
You're being somewhat antagonistic.
And? Who
Why are
came
you
up
being-
to me?
Why are you being antagonistic?
Who came up to me first?
I came up to you because you're filming our operations.
Is that illegal?
I don't think you need to be here.
Just because you say so?
We'll sort it out when the authorities
I
get
don't
here.
care, fool. I don't care what you say. Dumb fool.
Are they on the way?
Man.
Who are you trying to scare? Dumb idiot. I'm still gonna film.
This guy's such a scumbag. He takes scum to a whole new level, man. All those times Casey
You
Camera
touch
Boy
me?
got beat
I'm
up.
not touching you. You touch me, I'm
one of
pepper
the
spray now.
rare
I'm not
examples
touch me,
of
fool.
I
I'm
want
touch
to
me,
see
you're gonna
someone
get it.
get beat up.
Touch me,
Why
you're
are
gonna
you
get
being
it.
antagonistic?
Touch me, you're gonna get it, fool.
I'm not touching you.
Touch me, you're gonna get it.
I'm not touching you. Why are you being antagonistic?
You're being antagonistic.
No.
That's... What are you gonna do? There. What are you gonna do? There. 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 What are you gonna do? Touch me, fool.
I'm not touching you.
Exactly.
I'm not going
Exactly. Exactly.
How is this not baiting someone?
You impeded
to
my
assault him?
travel, dude.
Touch me, touch me. Go ahead, touch me. All right, I'll touch you, punk.
They want us inside now. The officers requesting that you go back.
Okay.
Exactly. Go back inside. Do the walk of shame, bud. Why don't you do the walk of shame? Do the walk of shame.
Why don't you
Do the
record
walk of shame.
some of that with what you're saying?
I'm not recording that. Walk of shame, bud. Walk of shame. Go grow some hair. You seem to have money to get some hair implants.
What an
You can't just come up to people like that.
You're on our property and you're impeding our operation.
This is not your
You're getting in
property,
the way of
fool.
our
This is not your property, fool. Is this how you treat your employees in there?
No, this is how they treat idiots who swear at them and call them names and
Get back
insult
inside.
them.
Get back inside.
Hey,
You don't tell me what to do.
I didn't say anything to you. I just said let's calm down.
Well, tell them to leave me alone.
No.
Interest of shame over there. Shove it up your ass and lick it. Shove it up your ass and lick it. Lick it. Shove it up your mom's ass and lick it too.
All right, partner.
All right.
What's going on today?
I don't know.
Well, I can't have you hanging out in the middle of the street.
I'm not hanging out in the middle of the street.
Well, you can be on the sidewalk.
Oh, I can be on the sidewalk.
There's no sidewalk.
Well, I was trying to, but that guy came in hostile.
Okay, this is their property.
Well, actually, that's a sidewalk.
Yeah, you can be on that sidewalk,
Yeah,
but this is their
that's part of
property. Okay, I can't have you impeding loading and
I never did. I just got here, so how am I going to
I'm
impede?
just telling you. I'm not saying you, accusing you of anything.
Well, you
right?
sound like it. I mean,
I'm not accusing you. At any
okay.
point in time did I say you're doing it?
Okay.
I just said I can't have you. Okay, so let's go on the sidewalk and talk, so we're not in the way of everything.
I'm fine right here.
Yeah, but you're in the street.
Actually, no. This is part of the sidewalk. That there is no sidewalk. That's not my problem.
Sidewalk right here.
No, and I'll be fine here.
Okay. Are you willing to identify yourself?
No.
Are you carrying a firearm?
Do you want to check it? If it is?
Can I check
Yeah.
it? Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, his
Okay.
little taser.
That's a legal version.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. Can you put that
So you're
shirt back?
you're carrying a taser.
Can you put the shirt back?
I'll
Because I
let-
don't want to have it.
it's perfect for me. I'm good with it out.
Oh,
like
okay.
that way I know. Are you carrying any weapons, sir?
I don't ask questions.
So you have the right to be on the sidewalk. You have the
Yeah.
right to film.
This is part of it.
Okay.
That there is no sidewalk.
This is the gutter. Okay. It's
Oh,
not the
Dan,
sidewalk.
I'll stay here.
This is private property.
No, it's not. You
This is
see?
sidewalk.
You see?
This is a parking spot.
No, they haven't built it. Come on, man. Measure the line
Come
from
on,
the
man.
middle and measure
I
it. And
understand that.
I can actually go in right there too.
This is private parking.
It's not.
It's on their property.
So you want me to stand over there in the sidewalk?
Sidewalk.
All right, I will stand.
Perfect.
And what else you gonna say after that?
Huh? Nothing.
What else
I'll
you gonna say
explain
after
it.
that?
I'm sure you already know. Let's go. We can go over here. I'm sure you already know the law.
Oh, I'm a law student, so trust me, I know the law.
I'm a law
So
student.
you know you can't impede with their business.
I never did. He impeded with. He did a violation of the Bain Act.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just telling you because you asked me what I was going to say. So I'm just telling you, you know you can't impede with their business, right?
I never did.
Okay.
But you're not
No.
accusing me.
I'm not accusing you.
No, no,
I'm
but-
just educating you if you don't already know.
Yeah, no, I know.
Not
I know.
accusing you. I'm guessing you're a First Amendment guy.
Yep.
We can say.
Huh?
We can say maybe.
Okay. That's what you're doing out here?
Yep.
That's
I'm
perfectly
writing
fine
about
and
that.
acceptable. I don't care. So you could be on the sidewalk. You can't impede with the business. You can't be in the middle of the road.
Can you
We
not,
never
can you not give directives?
Can I not give directives?
Yeah. If you know that we know the law.
Well, he asked me what I was going to say, so I was just informing him what I was going to say.
Thank you.
So I'm not giving a directive. I'm just advising him of what's okay and what's not okay because he asked.
All right.
Okay. We good? Do you guys have any questions for me?
No, just tell it to me alone because I'm trying to work here and then they're pretty much impeding our stuff. How's it going there?
Okay.
What happens if that guy were to touch him?
If they was to touch him,
Yeah.
it depends on whether it be self-defense or not. Depends on what happens. There's lots of different situations that can happen.
Okay. That's a nice camera, by the way. Body camera? Yeah. How's your day going anyway?
Oh, so far so good. My car.
Hey, you mind if I put the shirt down? My shirt on top of it?
no, you're
Yeah,
fine,
because I don't want it.
What's the
to
two
think.
stripes? Senior?
Field training officer. It's like
Oh.
a role position.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you train like other officers and stuff like that?
Yeah, we just hired a couple.
It is
so,
interesting to
yeah.
see somebody mentioned earlier in the chat the way that he's
Is he a rookie?
talking to the cops like a person, but he was talking to the
He's a
people like
detective,
they were
actually.
pieces
For
of crap.
Yeah.
He's professional, huh?
I'll be honest, it's professional and good educated.
Yeah, we're just out
Yeah.
trying to figure out.
Thank you.
Why they call in. So.
Hang on, please.
Yeah, just a recap. I know you're not asking me, but they have a huge contract with the state, so
Okay.
they're building parts, and I think that's why he was. I mean, I'll get the fear because, in a way, we don't want our non-allies from other countries to look at what we're building and stuff like that. But I never got that, so I just actually got here and then he just came up to me like,
Did you work here at some point?
no. No, I've never done hard work like that. I'll be straight up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
hard work.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
yeah, that is
Hold
hard
on.
work. Yeah.
Wait. I love that. What did you hear what he just said? I've never done hard work like that. No, really? Casey Camera Boy's never done hard work? What a surprise! I would have never guessed that. Is this an older video? He posted this. When did he put this up? I think it was just a couple days ago. Let's see. Where do you see the date on these things, Dag Nabbit? And let me go back. This is from 1 day ago. This is from yesterday. So yeah, it's new.
All right, Casey Camera. And stuff like that, but I never got that. So I just actually got here and then he just came up to me like,
Did you work here at some point?
no. I've never done hard work like that. I'll be straight up. That's hard work.
Oh yeah,
that is hard work. Yeah. I've done safety though. I'm a safety supervisor. I'm actually a certified safety supervisor with OSHA and credentials and all that. But yeah, so that's it.
Seriously, you're a law student and a
We
safety
just need to get some
supervisor?
shots, and then once you guys leave and they leave us alone, we probably leave. Yeah, that's it. We just want peace.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Here makes my day go by.
right. I know, man. Not trying to make it hard for you. Oh, my bad.
Can I give you a name and badge number?
Yeah.
We just want peace. Okay, now let's go back to how he started because he just wants peace.
The man like that? You think you're in power or something? You think you're in power?
I've asked you to please move out
I
of
don't
our
have
area.
to move.
Okay, you don't have to move.
Get the fuck out of here.
Can I help you with something?
Did I ask you for help?
No, but you're
Exactly.
you're in our area.
Exactly.
Can I help you with something?
I didn't ask for help.
Okay.
You fool. Who the hell you think you are? Come on, hard and shit. What, you just gonna stare at me like that?
I'm gonna wait for the authorities to get here,
I
and
don't
we'll
care.
deal with it.
I don't care. Do what you have to do, fool. Trying to come on hard at me?
Yeah. And here's another thing too, because I see like he needs a beat down and this and that. Here's the problem: Casey Camera Boy's taken a good beating a couple times for doing this, but he still does it. That's why he carries a taser and pepper spray now, because he thinks he's a tough guy hiding behind his camera and pepper spraying people and tasing people. That's how you see. So many of these guys seem to have this idea that fighting for freedom means pepper spraying random citizens. That's great. Boy, oh boy. Oh, man. And Casey Camera Boy, man, he's one of the worst anyway. Even just in general. Just always seeing the way this idiot, yeah, fool. Hey, fool. Get out of my face, fool. And, I don't. Oh, man. How do you even get into that? With this guy, I wish Casey Camera would come to my country and explain my rights to me. Huge fan, by the way. The laws are weak here. 10 years for murder. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Every time he says fool would be a great drinking game. Yeah, right? Oh, my goodness. So let's see if we got anything else worth looking at with these idiots. Let's see. We've been through some of this. Oh, that's the same video we watched earlier. Another Casey Camera Boy video 3 days ago. Let's see. Let's look for something a little bit different. I don't know. It's hard because I haven't really watched any of these yet. We don't want you here. The Junkyard News. Who's this? Let's see. I don't know anything
Videos
about
uploaded
this.
by the Junkyard News are helped in part by viewers just.
But no. Oh wait, no. Never mind.
Like to identify you, sir.
Yeah, I'm not going to show that. I just looked at it for a couple seconds and I heard Michael Jackson, and it's like, no, I don't want to take the whole copyright thing. private businesses should be out of bounds. It's always like so much of what they do now is based on private businesses. Like even as you'll see when I post my new video, for those of you who didn't see it yesterday, it hasn't premiered yet. Excuse me, I'm still waiting for YouTube to let me do it. But anyway, yeah, it's the whole thing, like with Amagansett Press, for example, when he first started, it was always like auditing the cops or this and that. But now it's private businesses, private. It's all private businesses or random citizens. And why these people see that as government transparency and fighting for freedom and this and that against the horrible, evil cops by auditing people in general at all is absolutely ridiculous. Uh, I don't I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. No matter how many times they try to justify their actions, I don't get them. I mean, I do for their clicks and views and their subscribers and their frivolous lawsuits and all their other bull crap. But other than that, what's the purpose, especially of auditing a private business? It's just so stupid to me. And the fact that so many people support these idiots, they get so many subs. I mean, and then you got people like Casey Camera Boy constantly like flashing all the money he makes doing this all over the place. It's disgusting. Oh man. They push the envelope. Yep. You can't fight for a right we already have. And that's the thing. It's like you're gonna all right. Not once have I mean, okay, I shouldn't say never, like never ever, because that's an absolute, right? There are no absolutes. But I very rarely have seen someone go somewhere and get yelled at or get in trouble because they were exercising their right. It's always, it always starts with someone who just doesn't want to be filmed. Like, hey, could you please not film me, or could you please not do this or that or whatever? And they always, every time, go out of their way to film even more when people and then they just push them and push them and push them and push them and try to get the most negative reaction they possibly can. It's oh man. All right, so let's uh let's take a look at something. I wanted to do something a little different too. Um, so I figure why not do that right now while we're all sitting here together. I wanted to take a look at and share with you guys. I wanted to respond to some negative comments I get in my comment section. Um, so this is always interesting to do. Let's see if I can get this up on screen here. Yeah, okay. This is me. This is my comment section, and let's address some of the negative comments I get. Just to answer some of these questions. Let's see. This is from my video, Bay Area Transparency Professional Dolt. It's always a hater lurking. BAT is the truth. Foe, spelled FOH. He is my hero. 4 thumbs up with mic drop. Okay. And let's see. Let's respond to that. What should I put? So what you're saying is you're an idiot. Got it. All right. Oh, I spelled your wrong. Shut up. All right. Let's see. What's next? That's a good one. Oh, here's another good one. F the Blue Line Thugs is the guy's screen name. Oh, that's nice. Um, let's see. I love Long. Oh, this is from my video, Long Island Fraud It, the Berwyn Saga. I love Long Island. He's always given us great content, showing us the pig's true colors. I know a couple of you bitter Blue Line supporters hate him, but there's 100,000 people backing him up always. Oh, yeah. Frauditing. Well, I guess there is no Fraud it. I spelled frauditing wrong. Frauditing people at work sure does teach those cops a lesson. Those cops a lesson. Now I spelled. See, I type faster than I think. Why is it giving me a capital S? Stupid autocorrect. Sure does teach those cops a lesson. Boy, oh boy. Yep. Sure is great to see someone harass people. I should say civilians. Harass civilians. That'll teach those cops. Civilians. That'll teach those cops. Ha! Boom. All right. Let's see. What's next here? Let's see. Okay. Oh, wait. If there's a blue, red, green, or whatsoever color, it's not a U.S. flag. Yes, that is very important. When they talk about the blue line flag, there's a reason why it's black and white and not red, white, and blue, because they don't want to desecrate the American flag. All right. This is from my video Bay Area Transparency Professional Dolt. In this comment right off the top, they mentioned James Freeman because if you haven't seen that video at the beginning of it, I show a clip of James Freeman making a prank call to the cops to teach them a lesson where he says, they have the word police written on their uniforms, and I'm offended by that word. And they're like, oh, you're offended by the word police. Okay. So let's see. Like it or not, James Freeman, Amagansett Press, and especially Bay Area, especially spelled wrong, do a good job to try and do their best to make a positive change that will affect our communities. What are you doing to help other than criticize? Well, I got to admit, you do have a point there. You do have a point there. Let's face it. Who does more, or what does more for our rights than harassing people at work? Now that is noble. Or you're a moron. I can't tell which yet. Boom. All right, what else we got here? Oh, this is a good one. um, let's see. What's the next comment I got? This is also on the Bay Area. But man, I triggered a lot of Bay Area transparency fans. Look at all the comments I got on this video from pro frauditor idiots. Geez, I guess the bootlicker and sheep central. Many servants and piggies subscribed. Enjoy jab number 7, guys. All the best. Oh, 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 so you're an anti vaxxer too. I'll put as well. So you're an anti vaxxer as well. Awesome. Have fun with that polio. Dumbass. All right. Let's see. I love just like all these people do is remove rights. Yeah. Yeah. I like trolling these trolls by commenting back with sarcastic comments. Let's see. I'm part of the Bay Area Transparency family, brothers. Like, let's be real. He does an outstanding job. Let's speak fact. How about the employees? Let's critic them how they do over a camera. Okay. What else can you say to that? That didn't make any sense. But the same person made another comment. So let's see. Um, Why do people take the time to be ignorant? All the auditors are making the point of public employees do their jobs, be polite and respectful to the public. No matter who you are, they treat people like crap, and I get all the time, and I respect what auditors do. They no commas in here at all. They should be proud that they have city jobs and great benefits, and their true selves are on true behavior. It comes out. Imagine if they were not being recorded. Maybe they should request at least 30 days of every public office to see how they interact with the public. Okay, all right. So let's say that you are correct. Wait, no, actually, let's not. And just say you're stupid. There you go. Boom. And now the same guy. Hi. Wow. Amazing. Um. Okay. All right. Another idiot. All right. Let's see. Bay Area transparency. That man does good work, bro. I like him, bro. It's nice guy. And the frauditor sheeple return for the stupid. Yes, we love stupidity on display. Stupidity on display. Oh man, I hate these guys so much. Let's see. I never get treated badly by my local post book officials, but I don't go there and stick a potato cam in their face either. That's right. These guys are horrible, horrible, horrible idiots. Um, let's see what else we got. Um, the entire point of audits is to show that we, the people who pay for public services, have the right to make use of those buildings. We're not required to explain ourselves to public employees. We don't have to sign in to show idea to public space. What is? Oh God! Now this is a dictionary. I'm not going to read all that. Somebody else already responded with something good. Um, let's see. That's how you keep government tyrants in line and teach them how to know their roles. That's right, buddy. They are servants like slaves and should bow down before anyone with a camera. Now that's what America is all about. Dipwad. I don't know if I'd get my own comment removed if I put dipshit. Yes. Like. L-I-K-E, not L-I-E-K. Reply. All right. Anyway, I just wanted to have some fun responding to some of those. You spelled like wrong. Yeah, I know. Like I said earlier, when type, I type faster than I think sometimes, and then I got to go back always and check it. You think it was easy writing a book? um, let's see. The way they treat public employees is terrible. Bow down before the unemployed. Yes, that's so important. Isn't auditing supposed to be an important job? Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like, if the only way to pass an audit is to absolutely bend over backwards and kiss their butts, otherwise, you're not doing your job. And it's up to them to decide what your job is and whether or not you're doing it properly, right? Oh, man, it's these people are so bad, so bad. Let's see what else. Let's see. Sorry, just going over to see if there's any other of these comments. Oh man. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Now it goes back to comments I've already responded to. I just thought it'd be fun to respond to some negative comments live. Why not? Something to do while we're all here hanging out. And let's see, we still got that going. All right. So my brain moves faster than my fingers. Yep. That's exactly right. So, anyway, that's pretty much, despite growing up with a computer, I still can't type. Yeah, it's a pain sometimes. If they would like that where I live with a public employee, the frauditor would need a cop himself. The cops, in order to save himself, even our female employees would smack him. Yeah, that would be great. See these guys take some of their own medicine. Um, well, anyway, um, like I said, last couple of days, this sort of morning thing's been a bit of an experiment, just seeing how it goes. And what do you people think? You guys like hanging out in the morning, or is it too early for you, or too late, or I don't know. Anything else? We've been here almost 3 hours now. Quebec. Oh, yeah. Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. They sure would sue. Oh, yeah. They'll definitely file lawsuits. That's what they care about more than anything else. So, anyway, I think I might wrap this up unless there's anything else anyone wanted to talk about or go over. Uh, Recommendations, requests. Um, Why not? I don't know. Uh, I think I will be back again tomorrow morning. Again, I'm going to keep trying this to see if I can make this work. I've been wanting to do a regular schedule, and like I said, mornings seem to work out better for me in general. So I'm trying to do the morning thing. Um, but we'll see. So anyway, if there's nothing else, you guys, thank you all for joining me. It's been fun as always. I love doing this. Love hanging out with you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up.